nagkaroon ng time na nawala yung self-worth ko.
You know, you have to work to help your husband with the finances, to help prepare finances for your children for their future.
Kasi dito sa Pilipinas, pag age mo ng 35, wala na. Para kasing etsapuera ka na.
And it feels like hindi ko alam kung paano ko mag-gain yung confidence ko pag naging mom na sila. Parang nawawala na yung career path nila.
Kasi na-fed up ako sa sobrang traffic. So, papasok, dahil madaling araw, either mag-grab ako or mag-aangkas, which is malaki-laki yung expenses.
The time spent with your kids and family are far more important than any job title out there.
Nag-decide ako na maghanap ng online job at nakakuha nga ako. Sobrang saya ko talaga. Kaya tinulungan ko rin yung iba kong mga mommy friends at nagkaroon rin sila ng sarili nilang online job. Kaya doon ako na-inspire at nag-decide na simula ng Filipina home-based moms.
Fhmoms community was created for mothers, for single women, for women professionals and entrepreneurs, for women overseas Filipino workers, for differently abled women, and even for young at heart women. Fhmoms is a women community.
Nung nagsimula yung Fhmoms, hindi ko in-expect na ganito ka magiging malaki. Ngayon, meron na kaming more than 250,000 members nationwide. Dati, ang tingin ng mga tao sa amin, community lang. No? Ngayon, social enterprise na kami with different projects na tumutulong sa mga kababaihan.
We have free webinars about freelancing, entrepreneurship, parenting, and personal growth. We offer online short courses as well as mastery courses with trainers' 1-year support. We also run a scholarship program and an internship program. We also facilitate charity activities where we are joined by community members as volunteers. Job matching program is something they can also look forward to, as well as e-commerce program. And to celebrate motherhood, we also have online bootcamp for kids. We also have the computer rent-to-own program for members who need assistance in acquiring a computer set. Aspire to be a strong-willed, independent woman.
Mas gusto kong maging productive at saka naniniwala ako sa continuous learning.
Inspire other women.
Everyone was uplifting each other. Everyone was trying to help each other. In this world, you have to be more kind. You have to be more helpful because everyone is fighting their own battles, and you have to understand, you have to empathize, and that is what Fhmoms is doing with all the moms out there. Even if you're not a mom, you would feel welcome.
Empower each woman to be in their fullest potential.
And most importantly, Mommy MK and the team model humility and generosity. Talagang ito yung very evident, which impacted me the most. So it gave me the desire to share freely to others what I learned freely from the Fhmoms community. And I've always loved the community, the motive of the community, that is to change the world one mom at a time. Good job, Fhmoms.
Aspire, inspire, empower. Nothing is stronger than a community of women lifting each other up.
To be among women who have genuinely tried to help people. This is something that I feel passionately about, and then this is something that I saw in Fhmoms.
God is good. Kasi parang naturo sa akin itong Fhmoms na pinakita sa akin na kahit nasa bahay ka, kahit nag-aalaga ka ng anak mo, it won't stop na dun ka lang. Yun lang yung pwede mong gawin.
Without this community, I'm not here in this situation. So, Fhmoms po yung nag-guide and nag-mold sa akin to be the best working at home mom I could ever be.
Ang pinakamalaking impact sa Fhmoms sa akin is their quote, which is moving forward, giving back. That's the very essence of Fhmoms eh.
That's what I like about this group kasi we encourage and inspire each other to keep dreaming, to chase our dreams. It's actually a big impact kasi if you are losing hope and wala ka ng gana and all, but because of this page, mapapasana all ka.
Dahil sa online job, natupad ko yung mga pangarap ko at pinakapangarap ko na lang matupad yung pangarap ng lahat ng mga mommies. Huwag tayong titigil na abutin lahat ng mga pangarap natin, masipagan pa natin, at huwag tayong susuko. Kaya kung feeling nyo hindi kayo techie, feeling nyo hindi pasok ang edad nyo para dito sa online freelancing, huwag nyong iisipin yon kasi sobrang daming opportunities ang pwedeng ibigay sa inyo online. At nandito ang Filipina Home-Based Moms para suportahan kayo. Para sa mga naghahanap ng online job at gusto ring matuto pagdating sa online business, you can join Filipina Home-Based Moms Facebook group. My name is MK Bertulfo, CEO and founder of Filipina Home-Based Moms, and our goal is to change lives one mom at a time.
Hello mga Mamshis! Good evening po sa inyong lahat. Ayan, kamusta na kayo? Pati na rin sa mga FH titas natin dyan, no? I'm sure nakatutok na naman kayo sa gabi-gabi nating live sessions. At sobrang excited ako na ipakilala sa inyo ang ating mga guest speakers. But before that, no, gusto ko munang batiin lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon sa buong Pilipinas, pati na rin sa ibang bansa, sa mga OFW nating members. Maraming salamat po sa pagtutok, lalong-lalo na sa mga nakaraan nating live sessions. No, nag-enjoy ba kayo sa live session natin kagabi, though medyo struggle ang internet? Sana na-inspire kayo sa story ni Rocky na merong cerebral palsy at sobrang rakitera. Tama lang yung name niya sa kanya, Rocky, kasi ang dami niyang freelancing job at nakaka-inspire kasi ang dami niya na rin nasulat na libro, no? So, itutuloy-tuloy natin, no, yung pag-support sa mga organizations katulad rin ng Agape na napanood nyo rin kahapon. So, katulad ng Agape na merong book, no? Tonight, madalas yung naririnig yung tungkol sa Pinay Lady Boss na book kung saan isa rin ako sa mga contributor. So, nag-invite din tayo ng mga fellow contributors ko para kahit papano magkaroon tayo ng idea tungkol sa stories din nila, no? Kasi pag bumili kayo ng book, mas marami kayong matututunan sa kanila, no? So, we're hoping na supportahan nyo yung book na yun once launch. We're thinking ma-launch yung book by March. So, abangan nyo yan, sakto sa Women's Month, no? So, yung mga nakaraan nating free webinars, kung hindi nyo napanood, make sure to watch the replay. Available yan sa ating YouTube channel, pati na sa mga Facebook pages natin. Okay? And then group, syempre. Kung hindi pa kayo member sa Filipina Home-Based Moms, make sure to join our community kasi talagang mabubusog kayo sa learning. Okay? So, for tonight, no, ang first na guest natin is Elle. She is the Asia's go-to expert for healthcare and technology events. She is also a strategist, project manager, and producer for high-level business conferences, exhibitions, and international events. So, medyo nakaka-miss din yung events, no? Yung mga face-to-face events. So, sa FH Moms, I remember when we started in 2017, almost every month meron tayong face-to-face event and active rin tayo sa pag-attend ng mga iba't ibang conferences. So, let us all welcome, ayan, Miss Elle. Are you based, Miss Elle, in Singapore? Sa Singapore ka ba right now?
Opo, I'm joining you from Singapore and the weirdest place probably na maiisip nyo. But I'm so happy na kasama kita ngayon at makakasama natin later ang mga ibang Power Pinays here. Of
course. Mm-hmm. And then, Elle pala is in a hospital. Baka kasi nagtataka sila sa background din. So, sobrang powerful din talaga nitong guest natin, no? Kasi kahit na, yun ang maganda sa Singapore, kahit saan kang sulok ng Singapore, siguro merong internet. Tama ba, Elle?
Yes, yes. Ako po ngayon ay nakakasama nyo live from the National Center for Infectious Disease ng Singapore. I'm an active COVID case, but by God's grace, a mild case. So, nandito po, I'm stable. I'm also with my 2 kids dito sa center. But we're all being taken care of. Nakakabuti ng Panginoon because He brought us here. I think it's a privilege na proper healthcare na access namin. And yes, internet kahit nandito pa kami sa hospital. So yes.
Yan. Get well soon, Miss Ella.
Yes, energy. Thanks, MK.
Ayan, perfect. Miss Elle, maybe you can give us an idea about your background na rin, no? And what's your inspiration in pursuing your career?
Okay, so I went to Singapore. Syempre, the usual story ng OFW in search for better opportunities, right? So, napunta ako dito not expecting. Well, I will start with this. There is a lot of discrimination. Pero ayun, push tayo. I was able to get into events. So nag-start tayo sa simula, parang we worked our way up. Hard work, sleepless nights, always do go. So I was working full-time in events here in Singapore for probably 5 years. And with that, I was able to bring yung mga bata dito sa Singapore. So I have 3 boys and they are all teenagers now. So nung time na yon, bata pa sila. So my youngest was 1 year old. And na-feel ko rin yung, and I'm sure madaming mommies na makaka-relate dito. Yung maaga ka gising, iiwan mo sila, and then late kang babalik kasi ka from work, right? So yung dahil 1 year old pa lang yung bunso ko noon and then 3 yung pangalawa. So, you would see them looking at you na tipong ayaw ka nilang umalis. There are times. And so yeah, I struggled with that for all those years. Kasi uuwi ka na wala ka ng energy kahit gusto mo silang makausap, makakwentuhan, makalaro. Sobrang mahina ng energy mo kasi paubos na sa pag-work. Inipon ko lahat ng lakas to resign from a full-time job and started a business. And everyone thought, that's a crazy move kasi stability. Parang yun ang binibitawan mo yung stability of a regular job. But I think the time with these growing kids was also very important. At the same time, I had aging parents na gusto ko rin so that's where I jumped into the business world. I started a company, several projects. It's not everything you do magiging successful. Madami kang matututunan along the way. And that's the start.
Ayan. Thank you so much, Elle, for sharing that. Mamaya pag-uusapan pa natin yung mga struggles. But for now, let us all welcome our second speaker. Ayan. Sobrang excited din ako na ipakilala siya because marami dito sa Fhmoms ang mga online sellers din, no? Yung mga kahit hindi nakapasok sa isang what do you call this? Yung para sa mga chef, no? Sobrang interested pa matuto ng pagluluto. So, at sobrang nakakabilib, no? Para sa mga mommies natin na even during this pandemic, talagang gumagawa ng paraan para kumita sila kahit nasa bahay lang. So, sobrang inspiring ng ating next na panelist, no? Her name is Chef Princess. Ayan. Hi, Chef!
Hi, good evening, Mommy MK at sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayong gabi. Good evening po.
Good evening. So, Chef Princess was awarded as the first runner-up sa NextGen in Franchise Asia PH, no? As well as global franchise sa USA naman. Wow. And then, she's also a locally and internationally recognized and awarded entrepreneur, no? As a pastry chef. Ayan. So, Chef Princess, maybe you can tell us naman a little about yourself and your background. Paano ka nagla, no? What's your inspiration?
Okay, before ako nag-venture into business, I used to work in a BPO company and a marketing director from Dubai. So, nag-OFW ako before. And then, I met my husband. So, nung mag-boyfriend pa kami nung 2012, he inspired me na mag-business. Well, it was difficult for me at first kasi syempre hindi ako sanay sa negosyo Mas sanay ako na nag-work as employee. Yun nga, my husband inspired me and he was my biggest mentor. Kasi i-share ko lang nung bago pa lang kami, nung mag-boyfriend pa lang kami that time, siya kasi yung successful Siya yung tinitingala akong tao. He started his business from humble beginning. So sabi niya sa akin that time, bakit hindi ka rin magtayo ng negosyo para makapag-ipon tayo? Mas mabilis sa atin na makukuha natin yung mga pangarap natin sa buhay. So, nag-start ako ng business hanggang sa naging 14. So basically, I failed 14 times sa businesses. But, yun nga, luckily, my husband was very supportive. So, yung pang 15 kong attempt, which is this one, the What's Your Flan, it's about leche flan because I love leche flans a lot. And yun nga, along the process kasi nung mga failures ko sa business, of course, when you fail, you learn na may natututunan ka from the mistakes. So, inadapt ko siya. And wala akong culinary background before. I just love cooking. It has been my passion ever since. And nung nakakuha ako ng chance na maka-enroll sa culinary school, I enrolled myself, so I became a pastry chef. So, awa ng Diyos, despite the 14 business failures, talagang I really worked hard kasi marami akong pangarap sa buhay. Lumaki si What's Your Flan. Right now, we have over 200 franchises nationwide. We have one international master franchise in Canada. And kaliwat kanan ng mga media features because yun nga, my humble success story has been inspiring a lot of people na if you want to chase your dreams or if you want your dreams to happen, diba, you don't give up. Talagang dadating tayo sa point na mag-fail tayo. Pero you really have to work hard and you have to trust yourself. And yun nga, I am blessed to have a partner na very supportive. So, yun yung background ko.
Ayan, grabe. For sure, excited na yung mga online sellers natin at mga aspiring pastry chef din. No? Kasi marami akong nakikita ng mga mommies talaga na mahilig din mag-bake. No? Yung pala yung tawag, culinary school, na wala sa isip ko. Halatang hindi ako marunong magluto. Ayan, thank you, Chef Princess. Babalikan ka namin later. Sabi mo nga kanina, kumbaga yung mga failures na meron tayo, yan yung naguhubog sa atin as an entrepreneur. So, pag-uusapan rin natin yan mamaya. Alright, so for our third speaker naman, we have Charmagne, who is a champion of the Manila Times virtual stock market. So, stock market naman tayo ngayon. So, it's a stock market trading competition in 2018. And she also teaches a short course on stock market technical analysis at UP Diliman. Wow, big time. She is a writer, a full-time stock market trader, and a mom of 5 kids. Wow, ulit. isa pa lang na makulit na baby boy, hindi ko na kinakaya. So, si Mami Charmaine, she has 5 kids. She graduated with an MSc in Information Systems Development at the London School of Economics. So, let us all welcome Mami Charmaine na idol pagdating sa stock market, no? At pati na rin pagiging mom. Mommy Charmaine, how are you?
Good evening. I'm so impressed with the objectives of Fhmoms when I was watching the moms earlier. Inspiring.
Same question, Charmaine, no? We wanted to know your background. Ano ba yung mga inspiration na meron ka? Why did you pursue your career pagdating sa stock market? Kasi, as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, karamihan sa mga nag-stock market or yung mga pagdating sa mga ganitong bagay, lalaki din talaga. Parang konti yung mga babae. Tama ba ako?
I agree. That's the main reason why I joined that. Huli na actually ako sumali dun sa trading contest ng Manila Times. When I saw it on the newspapers, kailangan ko sumali kasi walang babaeng sumali. So, pinasari nila ako last minute kasi ako lang daw ang female na sumali. So, I joined. Ang objective ko doon is, because I was also caught up in the situation na hindi mo alam kung anong gagawin mo. You have a mom. I'm a mom. I had 5 kids. Nung nagsimula ako sa stock market, I just had my fourth child.
Nalilito na si Mami Charmaine.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to expect. I was so frustrated kasi you want to go to work but you can't. Diba? May aalagaan kang kids. We didn't have any help. And all my kids were homeschooled. We decided on that. Actually, ako nagtuturo dyan. So, I had to decide on a career. Anyway, sabi ko, sige, dito ako sa stock market. The first time I saw it, alam ko dito ako. I belong here. So, years later, ayun nga, sumali ako doon sa competition. And I was trying to prove that if you are full-time mom, you want to do something with your life, you can do whatever you want. Just you know your priorities. I wanted to prove na it's not a man's world. The stock market is not a man's world. It's time for us to break through as women. So ako din, I started out na ganun din, because my entire family left for the US, they migrated. Ako na lang natira dito. And then when I left for London to study, ako naman mag-isa doon. Lahat sila nandito. So I was pretty much very lonely for a long time. So nung naging natutunan ko yung stock market, and then I went into odd jobs as well. I was a writer. I wrote textbooks. I was into the stock market. I was into marketing, etc. When I went to the stock market, parang I started out, parang I wanted to do this for the family, and then I end up now, malaki na sila. I think there's a time for everything, and now I felt it's time for me. Diba? Kahit na 50 ka na, I'm 50 by the way, kahit 50 ka na, you should, as a woman, you should make sure na may oras ka na ibibigay para sa sarili mo lang. Because you did your job, you did it perfectly, oras mo naman. Diba? So don't sell yourself short. So, ayun na. So, stock market. So, right now, I'm just teaching other people also how to trade for free dun sa site ko. Yung stock market lessons namin sa UP DC, it's very low cost talaga kung kukumpara mo dun sa mga iba. As in, I'm mostly just doing it just because I want to. I enjoy it. I enjoy teaching. So,
Ganda ng boses mo, Mami Charmaine, na.
Thank you.
Parang pang radyo. Nagra-radyo ka ba before? Baka di lang namin alam. I love it. So, babalikan natin mamaya yan. Kasi for sure, since sabi nga natin, sobrang konti lang ng mga babae sa stock market. For sure, marami ka rin na-encounter na mga struggles. So, pag-usapan natin yan later.
Yung industry na ito masyadong when you start out as a girl,
nagpaturo,
parang ganyan.
Nagpaturo ako sa father-in-law kasi siya yung gaganyan. Di ko kinaya, sumakit yung ulo. Parang feeling ko, pagod na pagod ako. Maybe because biglaan. Pero basic lang naman yung tinuro. Pero sumakit yung ulo ko. At anyway, mamaya pag-uusapan natin yan. Okay? So, balikan kita later.
Yep.
Ayan. So, syempre, we have 2 more speakers pa na ipapakilala. So, we have Jean here, who is the founder of wellness tech company, In Silence, aiming to marry ancient philosophies and modern tech to guide people in their holistic wellness journey and building their career path. So, very close with what we do here in Fhmoms. So, as head of AI for Silicon Valley startup Starbutter AI, Jean uses her global travels, yoga studies, tech, and corporate experience to weave yoga and AI. Ayan. So, maybe first time nyo marinig yung AI, pero sa mga nakapanood ng Startup, the K-drama series sa Netflix, for sure meron na kayong idea. So, let us all welcome, ayan, Jean. Hi!
Hi.
Nag-meet na kami ni Jean, ayan, sa isang event nung 2019 pa. So, I'm so happy na magkasama kami tonight dito sa live natin. Kamusta, Jean?
Good to see you. I'm so happy for you. Ang galing-galing ng community. I've been looking at all the women sa community. Ang galing ng mga Pinay. So proud.
Yes. So yan, kanina nabanggit ko yung tungkol sa K-drama na startup, no? So, sobrang exposed kaming dalawa ni Jean sa startup world. And ako, pinag-uusapan namin kanina gaano ka-eager na ma-introduce din sa inyo itong tech world, ika nga, no? But Jean, maybe you can tell us, no, your background na din, your inspiration in pursuing the tech industry.
Sure. My very first experience talaga, real corporate experience, was in IBM. And funny enough, lahat ng trabaho ko ever since have always found me. Hindi ako yung naghanap sa kanila, which is funny, and I'm grateful for that. But IBM was my first real adult job experience. Kumbaga, pinalaki nila ako, and IBM is so known to develop their people really well. Lahat ng training. So, 7 years ako doon, and then my heart started to look for something else. There's no issue at all in IBM, and in fact, sa lahat ng pinanggalingan kong companies, laging at the end of a certain journey, at a certain part of the journey, I always tried to follow my heart. And after IBM, that's when I started doing the whole remote working thing. Bago pa siya naging boom, bago pa siya naging malaking industry, I started working remotely now, which is also called working from home. But in my case kasi nagta-travel ako with my family, so I was doing my work from all sorts of cities. So doon ako nagsimula sa Silicon Valley. I worked for an e-commerce company that's based in California. 4 years of that, and then I left to experiment in putting up my own company, which is Jaimala, which is a vegan yoga apparel. It was the first in the Philippines at that time. Pati yung vegan community in the Philippines was super new at that time, so it was perfect. But it was an experiment for me. I didn't know much about business. And then another company found me. It's a software as a service broadcast media company that's based in Massachusetts naman. 3 years of that, it was time for me to leave na rin. And then I pursued my yoga studies. So I traveled so many places in Asia to study with yoga masters and meditation masters. And after that, I got introduced to the AI world, which is mind-boggling. Ibang-iba, corporate, yoga, meditation, and then AI, artificial intelligence. And
Na ganun din, no? Konti lang rin yung mga babae.
oh, yes. So when I started in 2018 sa AI, sa Pinas, if I wasn't the first to be AI trainer, I was probably second. Pinubuo pa lang yung AI trainer. In fact, isang nagpasikat nun ay si Elon Musk nung binubuo niya yung kanyang Tesla cars. So, and that's how I met Ron Baitiong of Chatbot.
Na-funded na rin ngayon yung startup niya. Grabe.
Serial entrepreneur. So AI, I was hired originally because of my startup and network in global network kasi nagma-manage ako ng global companies ever since IBM. So because of that, I was thrown into a boot camp by my founders. And through the whole journey from IBM till Starbutter AI, I've always been blessed to have amazing mentors. And after this year, and also through my yoga mentorship na nakuha ko from my teachers, na-realize ko na ang daming kayang gawin ng Pilipina. Ang daming kayang gawin. You don't have to just be an employee in a company. You can create your own. Kung ano yung gusto ng heart mo, gawin mo while being a mom, while being a wife, while being so many other things. And that's what inspired me to build In Silence.
Grabe. Sobrang nakaka-excite. For sure, marami kang masya-share mamaya, no, ng mga struggles din and tips sa mga viewers natin. But before that, Jean, mamaya magbabalik tayo for a quick commercial. So, this commercial na ipapakita namin sa inyo, kami rin to. So, yung mga contributors ng Pinay Lady Boss na book. So, ma-meet nyo or at least makikita nyo kung sino-sino pa yung ibang kasama naming contributors sa book na to. Okay? And then mamaya, magkakasama na kami sa live. So, make sure to ask your questions via comments para mabigyan kayo ng chance na manalo ng mga prizes natin from courses to one-on-one mentorship. No? So, abangan nyo yan. Alright, so welcome back sa ating mga guest speakers, no, for tonight. Ayan. So, ang follow-up question ko, no, sa ating lahat, no, I wanted to know naman kung ano naman yung biggest na challenge na encounter nyo either in your career or your business. So, let's start with Elle.
Biggest. I think it's the struggling. Ano yung i-juggle mo yung building a business and maintaining a family. So I come from a sandwich generation ako, which means I take care of my parents and then I take care of my children. So ano yun? Ibang klaseng level yun. Hindi lang financial yung challenge mo. Nandiyan na yung emotional, yung psychological, di ba? Yung nagpapalaki ka ng magulang at nagpapalaki ka ng mga anak. So I think that's the biggest challenge. But in terms of building the business, the challenge there would be when you start and you're trying something new and you're trying to get people to believe in what you see, yung vision mo. So at the beginning, yun yung resources na kulang. So walang capital, walang taong naniniwala at the beginning sa'yo. And then yung time mo nga that you have to divide between building your family and then building your business. So, but then again, MK, I think dito pumapasok yung, kaya nga ang tawag nila leap of faith. And I think faith is really, and we hear this being taught, the faith is substance of what you hope for. Ito yung hindi mo nakikita sa mata mo, to believe it is, you actually believe with every fiber of being now this idea will work, this vision will happen. So I think that's the resources at the beginning of the business is really something that is very challenging to solve.
Agree. Sobrang hirap magnegosyo ngayon kahit nga single ka. So what more pa kaya if you're a mom and kailangan nating ma-handle, no? Hindi lang yung mga anak natin, paminsan dagdag rin sa sakit ng ulo yung mga mister, 'di ba? So nagparinig na. But anyway, let's hear it naman from Chef Princess na pagdating sa syempre food business, ang daming sakit ng ulo dyan din, no? Especially kapag nag-start ka, registration and all that. So, what's the biggest challenge naman for your business, Chef Princess?
Yeah, yun nga. If sa mga failures kasi, syempre, nagtatapon ka ng pera dyan eh. So, all the failures that I had sa business, yun talaga yung challenge, masakit sa ulo. Kasi when you do business, specifically food, di ba, may yung market pa lang eh. Are you targeting the right market or the wrong market? Kasi like ako, di ba, umabot ako sa 14 businesses. So imagine, gaano kalaking pera yung nailabas namin mag-asawa. Masakit, di ba? Lalo pag nag-fail ka, umiiyak na lang ako sa husband ko eh. I even told him na ayoko na siguro mag-business kasi maybe this is not his plan. Maybe this is not God's plan for me. So, sayang yung oras eh. Parang hindi talaga siguro sa akin to. But yun nga, tama yung sinabi ni Miss Elle na yung faith mo ba, it has to be there kasi it's very important eh, na mafe-feel mo na maybe ito nga siguro yung plan ni God sa'yo. Kasi what if I gave up, diba, nung 14, hindi ko ma-experience yung ganitong success ngayon. So the biggest challenge for me is every time I fail. Kasi from there, yung resources, yung nasasayang na pera, time and everything. But yun nga, you have to learn from your mistakes and failures kasi yun din yung mag-shape sa'yo into becoming better. Lalo na kung entrepreneur ka, yun yung magpapa-improve sa'yo. So, basically yun.
Ayan, thank you, Chef Princess. And now, let me introduce Robbie Lorenzo, na nakalimutan ko. Alam niyo naman pag may mom brain na, sobrang makakalimutin na alam ni Robbie yan. Bilang freelancer din. So, yan yung mga madalas na nagiging problema, yung sakit na kalimot. But Robbie here is a freelance writer. She's a blogger, a public speaker, and an author of Amazon's #1 bestseller, The Freelancer's Bible for Pinoys. So, kung naghahanap kayo ng ebook, ayan, sobrang perfect niyan kasi pwedeng-pwede niya yung i-avail para matuto kayo how to get started. So she started writing as a side hustle in 2010, submitting blog articles and snippets for various clients and websites while gaining experience from working her way up the corporate ladder. So, ayan, Robbie, maybe you could answer our question number 1, which is about your background and then what's your inspiration. Pati na rin yung mga struggles na meron ka.
About my background, and alam mo, Mami MK, I really do understand na we forget things kasi sobrang ang dami na nakadouble na sa atin. Oo, that's why I have list. Pag wala yung listahan ko, naku, anong gagawin
Meron
ko
na akong
susunod?
listahan,
Oh, diba?
Kalimutan ko pa din.
Ayun. So, with regards to my background, way back, kung gaano katagal na pala si Fhmoms, gaano na pala katagal ako na full-time nagwo-work at home, 2017. Kasi I started working full-time 2017. Pero way back to 2010, nagsa-start na ako na mag-submit, let's say essays.ph, na hindi na yun yung name niya ngayon. Mga 200 word na articles, comments, ganyan. Pero one thing na hindi ko ma-let go is I cannot let go of my day job, yung 9 to 5 ko. Kasi I'm not so sure kung makaka-relate kayong lahat. Ang turo sa atin ng mga magulang natin, huwag kang aalis sa work nang wala kang lilipatan. So we're all for stability, right? So I was pursuing my passion, which is yun nga, writing, as a side hustle, kahit yung mga maliit-maliit lang. Pero hindi ko talaga ma-let go yung day job ko because I didn't want to go outside the box. Tapos, sometime nitong 2016, I've had enough kasi hindi na talaga kaya ng health ko, yung sobrang toxic na niya na true enough, alam mo, kapag when you're faced with these problems, with really big problems, this is when you ask the important questions. Kasi way back 2016, I did the full dive. Nag-dive talaga ako. Umalis talaga ako dun sa work ko na wala akong lilipatan. And medyo mataas na yung position ko noon na hindi ako agad-agad makahanap ng work. And I was 13 years na may work. Wala akong alam sa business. My mom and my dad walang alam sa business. So, di ba, you cannot teach what you don't know. So, hindi nila ako naturuan. And what I did was, dahil nga wala akong work, wala akong magawa, that's the time that I really started looking for myself. That's the time I started asking, ano ba talaga yung gusto ko? Na dapat, bata pa lang tinatanong na natin. So, I started my way up. Sabi ko, there are 2 things that I know I'm good at. I'm good at writing and I'm good at teaching. So, kinontinue ko yung pagsusulat kahit maliit lang yung nakukuha ko. And I started teaching in college full-time. Hanggang sa pataas ng pataas, syempre, you work your way up again, tapos you get premium clients. Pero, right now, yun, I've been working at home for 4 years now. Pero one thing that I can say is, syempre, kung freelancing lang yung ginagawa natin, parang ganun lang, nagwo-work lang din tayo. I mean, nasa bahay lang din tayo. Yeah, we're at home, but we're working again. Parang may employees din tayo. So we really have to think big. So what I did was, ayoko na nung hourly paid ako, tapos ganun na naman, 10 hours, 12 hours. So what I did was, together with my husband, we founded a startup. Nakas maka-startup, di ba? We founded a startup. It's called Architect Books and Workshops. And ang theme niya talaga, or ang goal ng Architect Books and Workshops is, we are the architects of our lives and we need to take charge. So, okay lang kahit maliit, basta we pursue our passion paunti-unti, and we can always go back. So yun ang ginagawa ko ngayon. And one more thing is about the book. I mentioned na I am an author of the Freelancer's Bible for Pinoys. It's available in Amazon. And I wrote that book kasi when I started working online, people were asking me na paano ka nag-start, ganyan. And syempre, ang nakakapagod naman, di ba, kung iisa-isain mo sila or kung paulit-ulit yung spiel mo. Tapos there were people who asked me for lists, paano yung step by step ganyan. And that was the inspiration in writing the book. Kasi maganda nga naman, di ba, kung meron kang manual, kung meron kang sinusunod. So, this book is a complete guide to help you get started. Ayun.
Nice. Ayan. Mamaya, ang dami nakakatawa. Mamaya, pag-uusapan natin yung tungkol sa book. But now, let's move on to Jean's struggles pagdating sa kanyang career.
Oh my goodness. I'm echoing what Elle and Princess already said. I think a lot of us, especially women, may tendency tayo to take on everything. Kailangan to. Ako na yan lahat, right? No matter with the background, ha? So, I think ganun talaga tayo. It's innate in us. It's in our nature to really nurture everything and everybody. And alam nating malakas tayo. Which is also bad dahil tayo yung nauubusan. And so, I think, apart from what they already mentioned, operating from an empty cup or a half-filled cup, and then bigay pa tayo ng bigay, doon ako nahirapan kasi ang dami kong ginagawa. And so, after mga 9 months, bagsak na ako. And then I learned through my journey into motherhood na it really does take a village to raise a child. I just have one human child. We have a daughter, but we have 5. We had 6 animal children at some point. So, paano na rin
mas marami pa yung mga fur babies.
Yes. So, kung paano mo i-prioritize, kung paano ko ba i-prioritize, kasi I know I can do so much, I want to do so much, I have the resources to do it, paano ko ipagkakasyahin sa 24 hours? And doon pumasok yung mentorship ng marami akong mentors na talagang, I've seen mentors kasi from other people na hindi nila binibigay lahat ng dapat ibigay sa mentee. In my case, ang dami kong mentors na kulang na lang ibigay nila yung negosyo sa akin. Ganito gagawin mo, Jean. And through the years, parang na-summarize ko na yon together with radical self-love, which is yun yung gusto ko ituro sa In Silence. Paano magagawa ng mga Filipinas na gawin lahat ng gusto nilang gawin nang hindi na uubusan ng energy. So, yun yung mission ng In Silence. Yun yung number 1 kasi on and off din yung anxiety ko. Tsaka, my family would call it nga kapag drained na ako, magdadragon na yan. Kasi ganito.
Paglilitan niya na.
Diba? Oo. Pero kasi, hindi ka naman talaga galit. Pagod ka lang talaga. So yun yung number 1 struggle for me, apart from what they already mentioned.
Iba talaga pag babae ang napagod. Ayan. Si Mami Charmaine na merong 5 kids, tanungin nga natin siya kung ano yung struggle niya.
Ano ulit yun, MK? Nakalimutan ko. Ano?
Yung mga struggles po ninyo.
Kasi it used to be na parang, kagaya na sinabi ni Jean, we want to do everything all at once. Sa akin, minsan, there's a time na parang kailangan ko pumili. Kasi may oras sa ganito, may oras sa ganyan. Pero in reality, hindi mo kailangan pumili. You just need their support. You need them to understand what you have to do for yourself. And you need them to understand that there's time for you and there's time for others. So, ano nga ulit ang tanong mo? To failures ba? Paano nagko-cope? Ayan, previously kasi ang hirap talaga. I had 2 kids in UP. UPIS sila. Wala kaming maid or any help or anything like that. Wala akong, my mom's not here. Di ba iba nag-iiwan ng anak sa nanay, ganyan. And I had nothing. I brought my kids to school and then at lunchtime, 2 sila, grade 1, grade 2. And then, merong 2 nandito na iniiwan ko sa mother-in-law. And then, binabalikan ko, pinapakain ko. Pagdating ng lunchtime, balik ako doon sa 2, dadalang ko ng lunch. Nakakapagod, pabalik-balik akong gano'n. So, parang it turns out, parang ba ako driver ba ako dito o ano? Parang I have a life of my own.
Hindi mo na sure kung anong role mo no?
Hindi ko na alam kung anong role ko. At the same time, I was so frustrated doon sa, parang sa schooling nila. I wasn't happy with the school at all. So, we decided to homeschool the kids. Parang it all worked out so much better from the time we did that na everybody's here, I'm controlling what they learn, how they learn it, we all control our time, nagkaroon kami ng mas malaking oras para sa isa't isa. So, even if may times na talagang ang hirap kasi mag-homeschool ka, kailangan ko mag-trade. May market ngayon. Bisa patakbo-takbo ako, tapos ka na sa workbook mo, balik na ako sa trading, tapos ka na. Anong work nila?
Parehong bantayan, no? Nakakaloka.
Kasi iba pa, may grade 2 ka, may grade 1, may grade 4, may grade 5. Iba-iba, nag-aaral ka rin kahit papano na minsan mali-mali na natuturo ko kasi Diyos ko, ang hirap magturo ng ang daming grade level. So right now, the thing is, through all these, you realize that the family is not something who will take your time away from you. There's someone who will support you and parang, there are people who support you. They're not people who drain you, who should be draining you of your resources. You support each other as a family. So, ganun. Yung failures na tinatanong nyo kanina, parang, at the start na, nung I was trading the stock market, talagang, ang laki ng nalugi ko. At that time, I started the stock market from parang earnings from a book I published. Parang binigyan ako ng commission na ganyan. And then I blew it all in the stock market. And then talagang mahirap talaga magsimula. Pero alam kong dito I belong here eh. So you just keep on going and going. Kahit na, Diyos ko, minsan hindi ko na masabi sa asawa ko na wala lahat yung pera natin. Pero syempre, you keep building on that. Minsan ina-avoid ko na lang yung conversation or I just don't tell him about it. Until that was my motivation. Kailangan this has to work, or else parang it would have been all for nothing. Lahat ng hirap na ganyan. So ayan na nga. So ay, naiyak ako. Kasi yan. So
na-feel ko yung struggle ni Mami Charmaine.
That's the failure that pushed me na kailangan mong mag-work. It has to work. Ayun.
Totoo.
It's the family.
Ay, nako. Isang malaking buntong na.
Oo.
Ayan.
Hindi pa rin niya alam hindi pa rin niya alam kung nanonood ka siya. Pero nabawi ko na naman.
Nako, ang dami niyan. Ang dami niyang mga ganyang moments din talaga. Buti na lang ang mga hobby, mahal tayo at mapagpatawad. No? So, ayan. So, sobrang dami ng questions in the comments and I'm sure nalilito na sila kung ano yung una nilang itatanong. Kasi iba-iba talaga yung mga profile ng guest speakers natin right now. At alam mo ba, Mami Charmaine, sobrang dami rin na interested about homeschooling. So, saludo kami sa'yo na nag-homeschool ka kasi
very much
nako. Yung online schooling pa lang na hindi pa talaga solid na homeschooling, nagkakanda loka-loka na kami. So, sa ibang live webinars, ayan, pag-uusapan din natin yung homeschooling. Pero let's see kung sino ba ang pwede nating i-feature ang question na makaka-receive. Ang ating pinakaunang prize, yan, ay premium flavored leche flan from Chef Princess yan. Okay, sarap. Ay, may delivery ba sa Batangas, Chef? O meron na bang ano rito? Nagtanong, nag-inquire pa? Bumili pa? Ay, wait lang. Ayan. Go ahead, Chef Princess.
Yeah. Okay. I'll send everyone some plans. Except for Miss Elle. Nasa Singapore eh.
Yes.
Ako pa naman
sayang. Sobrang excited eh. Magsasendan everyone except kay Miss Elle. Okay lang. Pagaling ka na lang, Miss Elle. Punta ka na dito sa Philippines. Ayan. So, let's see. So, I can see a question here. Let's see. Ayan. This is from Mommy. Ayan. How was your experience po while writing the book and what advice could you give to those women na takot pa din lumabas sa kanilang comfort zone? I think this question is for Robbie, but everyone ba nakapagsulat na? Aside from Robbie, do you have a book, Miss Elle, na naisulat na?
Yung Lady Boss po.
This is the first time na, congrats, ang galing. How about the others? Dapat may recipe na rin si First time din. You have a draft na ng book, Jean?
Yes. Yeah.
How was the experience mo na? Sa draft muna tayo bago dun sa full book with Robbie.
Oh my God. This is years in the making. Pero the way I work kasi is I work from the heart. I never put the profit on top of it. It has to come from the heart. So, hindi siya tuloy-tuloy eh. And usually I have to find a quiet place, not just physically, but in my body para lumabas siya. And sometimes I have to go somewhere else sa bukid para tuloy-tuloy. So, hindi siya madali. Even this book collaboration, akala ko dati madali kasi marami tayo, right? 55. Pero hindi. Kakaiba siyang challenge. So, mahirap magsulat. Mahirap nga magsulat ng isang pager lang ng company, ng executive summary ng business mo. Yung book pa kaya.
Exactly. How about Robbie? Can you answer this question on what advice can you give to those na takot lumabas sa comfort zone nila? Kasi ako rin, planning rin ako magsulat ng book. Natatakot ako, baka sabi ko, baka hindi magustuhan ng mga tao, o kaya baka mabash, something like that. Syempre, hindi ka naman talaga author, tapos bigla ka magsusulat. So, what can you say about that mindset? No, kasi it starts with the mind din talaga.
Oo, and then siguro Mami MK, alam mo, I can tell you 2 words, imposter syndrome. Kasi itong syndrome na to, itong nararamdaman nating lahat, it has a name. Yun nga, si imposter syndrome. Alam mo, before ako natapos dun sa libro ko, I did a lot. I asked a lot of published authors, tapos I did my research, tapos nagtanong ako, na kasi nung nag-start ako na sulatin yung libro, excited ako kasi ang dami kong inilagay, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, tapos nearing the end of my book, parang you find yourself procrastinating, you find yourself putting off things na, maghuhugas muna akong pinggan bago ako magsulat. Pero the bottom line there is kinakabahan ka. Kinakabahan ako na, syempre, diba, 4 words, am I good enough? Yun bang sasabihin ko, tama ba? Magkakatrabaho ba sila? Kasi syempre, the end all and the be all of the book is for people to get hired as an online worker. Pero, kung nagtanong ako with people na na-publish na, nakakatuwa kasi even people who've published 100 books, sabi nila, even with the 100th book, kinakabahan pa rin sila. It never goes away. Yeah, so yung fear nating lahat, me not exclude, I'm sure kayong 5 not exclude, kinakabahan pa rin tayong lahat. But the thing that separates people who actually do it with those who don't is that yung mga tao na na-publish is they had this fear and they did it anyway. So, yung pinanghawakan ko yun na kinakabahan ako, pero sige, ibibigay ko to kay National Library, kukunin ko yung ISBN na yan. Hanggang sa na-print na yung libro, sige, ima-market ko yan. And,
tapos ngayon nasa Amazon pa, di ba?
Yeah, it became a #1 bestseller sa Amazon when it was
Iba talaga.
Wow.
Ayan. Thank you, Robbie, for sharing that. Let's go back naman kay Miss Elle. No? May instances na ba na nalugi ka, Miss Elle? And gaano kalaki yun? Napaka-chismosa ng tanong ni Mami Cristiano. Sige, sagutin natin yan.
Actually, okay. Kasi nga business, it's never a guarantee. So there's always a possibility that you malugi ka. So not every project will be successful. And not every group of people that you trust to partner with will be trustworthy. In terms of amount, madami po.
Million?
Sabi nga ni Mami ng ating other panelists, madami yan. And sometimes not even the money amount, it's also the emotional toll on you.
Time din, di ba?
Relationship that are, yung may mga relationships kasi na mai-stress, di ba? Because of that na nangyayari during your business or your project. So yes, but then again, it's part of the journey. Kung ayaw mong may mawala, then you stay where you are. Kasi ano siya, di ba? It's part of this entire journey. You lose some, you win some, but in the end, you count what you gain, which is really the lesson, yung wisdom mo, yung maturity mo. Sometimes it's the money that will be the biggest gain in a business. So, yeah. I just want to add something dun sa first question na yung those na takot lumabas sa comfort zone. Maybe viewers, maybe they're not just looking into writing a book maybe some other things na takot silang lumabas sa comfort zone. Uh, encouragement lang, now is the best time to do it. Kasi ang mundo nagbabago. So nag-pivot yung mundo natin. Ibang-iba na siya, di ba? Like 1 year ago, this world was so different from now. So sabayan nyo yung digital, sabayan nyo ang internet, sabayan nyo ang tech, sabayan nyo ang pagbabago para lumabas kayo sa comfort zone. Kasi madaming force. So if you don't do it now, which I think is a really good time to move, you'll be forced to. And kapag hindi ka, kung hindi buo sa puso mo na, I'm gonna do it, mas mahirap siya. So now is a good time to get out of your comfort zone because the world is changing. There's so many opportunities na nandyan, na dati. So go, mommies. Go and jump.
Yeah, thank you. For Chef Princess naman, thank you, Miss Elle. So, for Chef Princess naman, how can you handle the challenges while raising your kids, keeping your family intact at the same time doing the business? Kasi you mentioned, meron kang 200 resellers. Diyos ko. Napakadami. So, ano yung ginagawa mo to overcome it?
I Actually, I don't have kids yet. I have fur babies. So, yeah. Do you want me to answer the question kahit walang
Yes.
kids? Oh, okay.
Oo naman. You're considered as fur mommy. Ako meron rin akong dog, meron rin akong rabbits. At ang trabaho. Nakakaiyak. Ang trabaho. Sabi ko, mas makulit pa pala sila sa mga bata. So, how do you handle yan na nga, especially sa may mga dogs rin tayo dyan ng mga fur moms, no, na kailangan ma-make sure na maalagaan din sila. Kasi hindi mo naman basta-basta maiiwan rin sila, 'di ba? When you're doing your own business. So, how do you handle your business pati na yung mga personal mong responsibilities?
Okay. It's actually about time management. Kasi like ako, personally, I am very much hands-on with everyone. Franchises, suppliers, lahat yan, kahit may mga tao na ako. So, what I do, meron akong plan every day. Kunwari, 6 o'clock, gising na ako. I have to eat breakfast. I have to pray ng ganitong oras. Hindi sa akin pwede magsayang ng oras eh. And yun nga, since very busy ako every day, I make sure na may time ako sa sarili ko. Kasi of course, yung stress, yung pressure, lahat, kapag dinire-diretso ko siya, yun, it will take a toll on my health. Nagkakasakit ako, and then umiinit ang ulo ko. Mas hindi ako naka-function ng maayos. So, I make sure na may time ako. Example, every day, pagdating ng 8 o'clock, kailangan wala na akong work. No phone, no anything, wala nang ganun. And then, nanonood ako ng K-drama or nagbabasa ako ng books. Parang yun na yung distress moment ko eh. And then, pagdating nga na after 6, after 7, time naman with my husband. And every Sunday, time with my husband. Kumbaga, no work tayo ng Sunday. This is my only day for my husband, something like that. Kasi it's very important na you manage your time, lalo na kung marami kang responsibilities. Sa akin kasi, I don't do multitasking. Kailangan ganitong oras matapos ko to. Kung magawa ko ng maaga, I'll finish another task para natatapos ko ng maaga. If matapos ako ng maaga, I treat myself with a me time. Punta ako ng salon, or I spend time with my fur babies. Doon sa mga nagpa-plan mag-business and may lumalaki na yung business, what's important is that you value your time and you know how to manage your time. So, kung marami kang responsibilities, you have to have a list, yung to-do list mo. And do not forget to spend time with yourself, with your husband, with your kids. Hindi pwedeng, ay busy ako, bukas na tayo mag-usap anak, or sa Sunday na tayo lumabas. So, you really have to balance your time. You have to have your own time for yourself, your family, and the rest. Kasi, if you spend your time wisely, mas magiging effective ka as an entrepreneur, as a mother, as a wife. So, yun yung ginagawa ko. Balancing of time lang.
Yun, love it. Pag nagkaroon na kayo ng baby Chef Princess, baka hindi ka na makapagpasalon. Charot. Tawa si Mami Charmaine.
Alam ko naman.
Enjoy mo muna yan. Na makapagpasalon ka because mahirap na. Magpapa-home service ka na lang at sa bahay na lang pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, our next question. Ayan, sobrang dami namin. Hindi na namin ma-accommodate lahat ng questions. But we'll be happy to answer 2 more questions for Mami Jean and Mami Charmaine. Okay? So, let's see here in the comments. Meron ditong question for Jean. Okay? Sabi niya dito. Saan na ba yun? Wala na. Dami nating comments. Ayun. Ito. Ayan. So, this is a question from a Facebook user. How to not lose yourself while being a mom, a wife, especially for Jean na ang heavy ng mga tech na pinasok niya. So, paano ba to, Jean?
Thank you for asking. Bihira ako matanong. Kasi I think as moms rin, feeling yata ng mga tao, okay lang, wag nyo na silang kamustahin.
Oo nga.
Right? So, I appreciate that specific question. Yung meditation and yoga, malaking tulong. Just like what Princess said, really allotting time for yourself. So, similar to her ritual, I have my own ritual. Morning, evening ritual, akin lang yon. Once a week, akin lang yon. May date night, date day kaming mag-asawa. I also have my specific date day with my daughter. I do my best to allocate time for my mom also. And malaking tulong na I truly have a village that helps me. My mom, my husband, my daughter, our helper who have become a family member na, she's Ate Jessa, and my selected friends who and my mentors. It really does take a village. So really prioritizing yourself first of all, kasi alam mong importante ka. You cannot even do anything kung wala ka, may sakit ka, hindi ka makagalaw. So number 1 yung self-time, and then having the discipline to really stick to that schedule that you created. So in my case, I meditate in the morning, do my thing in the morning before I even work. I work a little, and then I do to my passion project. I go to my passion project, and then in the middle of it, spend 5 minutes chatting with your husband ng konti. Check mo yung anak mo, nag-homeschool din yung anak ko. She goes to 2 schools. I check on my mom sometimes. I check on my friends, and I try to educate myself. Also, I'm doing so many educational things right now. I'm learning so many things. So I would say 3 things. Number 1, prioritize yourself, first of all. Number 2, select the people and the place and the environment and the content that you wanna consume. Kasi kung uubusin mo yung oras mo sa mga bagay na hindi nakaka-contribute sa gusto mong marating, wala talaga. Hindi ka makakapunta doon. Pangatlo, just do it. Similar to what Robbie said, even if you're feeling fearful, dadagdagan ko yon. A good friend of mine told me, tinanong ko kasi siya one time, sabi ko, ano ba tingin mo dito? I was doing a project, and sabi niya, it doesn't matter, Jean. Doesn't matter what people say. Kasi successful ka, may mangbabash sa'yo. Failure ka, may mangbabash sa'yo. So just do it. Do it sa sayo. And then, i-attract mo na yung mga taong para sa'yo talaga. And that's fine. So that's what I would say.
Ayan, ako grabe. Sobrang inspiring na mga words ni Miss Jean. And, of course, si Mami Charmaine, let's ask her naman about, alam mo na, ang age. No? Kasi marami rin ako na-encounter sa
I'm 50.
Fhmoms.
I'm proud.
Ayan. So, kasi karamihan sa mga working from home na, and then ako, every time I share my story, I'm just 26. So, feeling nila, pang mga millennials lang yung online job. And then, nagugulat sila sa Fhmoms kasi sobrang dami ng mga working from home na nasa 40s na at patas. So, sobrang inspired sila. Pero nakikita mo pa rin yung fear na mag-jump sa tech world. So, do you still recommend stock market para sa mga moms natin who are in that age bracket?
50 is the new 30. So, go lang. Diba? Diyos ko, kasing tanda mo na palang anak ko. Parang anak na kita may MK. It's not in the age. Like I said, there's a time for everything. Diba kasi talagang pag hot na hot ka pag 20 to 30 kailangan maging successful ka at 40
Gusto
na.
ko yung hot.
Kaya
Pero iba
ang hirap. Kaya ako very ambitious ako kaya nung nagkapamilya ako talagang ang hirap-hirap ng loob ko kasi I wanted to be this and that but I can't because I have to stay home. I have to do this and the family is always a priority. Plus yung alis pa kami ng alis kasi I follow my husband around. He studies here and there. Anyway, nag-iibang bansa, ganyan. But there's a time for everything. If 50 is the time for you, I think this is the time for me. So I'll go for it. You get your time when you're 60, you go for it. We never grow old. We only get more experienced.
Yan. Dahil dyan, Aaron, thank you, Mami Charmaine. You'll be receiving an access to Mami Charmaine's free webinar about stock market trading. And then Bernadette naman will get a one-on-one mentorship with Jean. Ayan. So, salamat sa mga nagtanong sa comments later, no? After nating i-end yung session, pipili ulit tayo ng mga questions na pwede ko naman na ding sagutin para sa inyo. And then you'll be getting something rin. So, make sure na tumutok hanggang dulo. So, we will wrap up na this panel interview. So, thank you so much sa mga guest speakers natin tonight. Pero syempre, maybe you can give us your one big message for everyone na medyo pinanghihinaan ng loob kasi ganito ganyan sila, no? Kasi maraming doubts palagi talaga yung mga newbies natin sa community in terms of freelancing, business, no? So yun, maybe an inspirational message for everyone na gustong maging successful sa chosen career nila or business. Let's start with Mami Elle.
Okay. I will take from mga sinabi ng ating mga mommies here na kanina pa nila pino-point out na just do it afraid. Okay. I've been looking at the comments and ang daming ang uncertain. How do you do this? Do you know the time? Paano kung ganito? There is no perfect time. And no one can answer you when is the right time. Because, yun nga, sabi nga ni Mami G is, whether you succeed or you fail, ibabash ka din naman eh. So, why don't you aim for bigger? Why don't you create a vision na hindi kaya ng ibang tao? Ikaw lang, because this vision is yours. And then you do it while you are afraid. Do not wait for the time na, sigurado na ako, eto na to, sure na to. It's not gonna happen. And then don't be afraid to fail. Ito nga yung kakaiba ang mundo ngayon. They call it the new normal, they call it post-pandemic. But really, for me, it's a world of opportunity. Ang daming seasoned businessmen, expert dyan, mayayaman na nag-fail. Ang daming. But you know what? What have you got to lose? Just jump into it with buong puso, buong commitment. You want to succeed, do it. Do it with all your heart. Probably communicate with your family mo na this is what I'm gonna do. I may fail, but that's not gonna stop me. And I think your connection to a greater purpose is very important. It's not about being successful financially. May nakita kong isang tanong na, how do you know that you've made it? I think for me, you made it when you can do things at the same time. When you can pause and be with your children or eat out simply sa Jollibee at your own time. Then you made it. Kasi hindi ka na nakatali sa isang trabaho, sa isang commitment na kailangan kong gawin kasi kailangan kong magbayad ng utang. So define your own success. Don't let the world define it for you. You do it afraid. Go. You have a community and faith. God. I think prayers and your connection to higher being and higher purpose is very important. Para naka-anchor na you have a goal, you have a vision, and you have a foundation. So yeah, and always listen to Fhmoms. I'm having inspiring mommies here and stories. And
Yes. Ayan. Thank you, Mami Elle. Let's have naman Chef Princess. Ayan.
Yun.
Ang daming questions sa'yo, Chef Princess. Next time, i-guess ka namin about pag gawa ng leche flan. Kukunin namin yung ano mo.
Sige.
Yung recipe mo, kung makakayanan ba namin yan. Ayan.
Ayun. Okay, well, like sa akin, kasi we are promoting a home-based business. So imagine when you are doing a business at home, ikaw na yung boss eh. Wala kang walang nagdidikta sa nobody's going to decide for you. So if magpapadala ka sa fear mo or rejections, that will start yung yung negative thinking. And pag nag-business ka kasi, yan yung hindi pwede. You have to avoid any negativities. Like dumaan yung pandemic, nagsara ang mga businesses. What I did after 1 month na lockdown, nag-experiment ako ng bagong product. Instead of me thinking na, nako, baka yung negosyo ko ang ganito, ganyan, sinalubong ko. So, I was thinking of ano bang pwede kong gawin para makasurvive dito sa pandemic na to. So, awa ng Diyos, we were able to welcome over 100 franchisees despite the pandemic. And yun nga, going back to the home base, ikaw ang magde-decide sa sarili mo. So, you have to commit yourself to the business kung ano ba yung ginagawa mo. You have to put your heart. Kasi kung hindi mo bibigyan ng puso mo, kung hindi mo gusto yung ginagawa mo, it will be difficult for you to do a business eh. So you have to love what you do. You have to commit yourself. You have to work hard. You have to be patient. Hindi pwede pag nagnegosyo ka, gusto mo bukas yaman ka na. There's no such thing as overnight success. It takes time. And yun nga, hindi natin masasabi kung kailan tayo magiging successful. Ang importante, you do not give up. Share ko lang yung lagi sinasabi ng husband ko. He told me once na it is okay to fail because you only need to succeed once. And every time that you fail, make sure you learn something from it. So like ako, from my 14 failures, lahat yon may mga natutunan ako. And then I applied it every time na nagbe-business ako. So ngayon, na na-feel ko na successful ako, I became an internationally awarded and recognized entrepreneur. I even became friends and I am mentored by the CEOs ng Anytime Fitness, Subway, ng mga malaking company na hindi ko ina-expect na mangyayari. So imagine if I gave up on my 14th business, wala ako ngayon dito, hindi ako nagsasalita rito, wala yung success ng What's Your Plan. So just continue what you are doing. Kung ano yung mga pangarap ninyo sa buhay ninyo, yun yung gawin yung inspirasyon because yun yung magiging way ninyo para maging successful. And remember, failures are part of success. If walang failure, walang success. So, wag kayong matakot. That's normal. Yun.
Wag niyo lang, baka naman mag-enjoy kayo, kaka-fail. Okay. Nag-aabang yung bills natin. So, medyo, bilisan natin. Sabi nga nila, di ba, mas maganda kapag mas mabilis na pag-fail para mas mabilis yung pag-achieve mo dun sa success, no, na target natin. Thank you so much, Chef Princess, for that.
Welcome.
Now, let's have Robbie naman. Any message for everyone who would like to be a freelancer, maybe a book author, no?
Siguro, dream big, start small, pero yung gap nun is you have to keep learning. And as for the age, kasi merong question kanina na nag-flash na it struck me so much, sabi niya, how do you handle failure? Kasi all of us are talking about businesses or going through business. Siguro ang fear talaga nating lahat, kaya tayo natatakot or kaya hindi tayo nag-move forward is syempre, we're afraid of failure. Ako, ang ginagawa ko, ang dami ko na rin failures, ang dami ko na rin mga, syempre yung boklaks moments. I take pride in my failures. Yung mga failures ko na yon, alam ko na umuusad ako pataas. Hindi ka naman makakapunta sa taas kung hindi ka magle-level up, 'di ba? XP lang 'yan. And just to share, siguro sa aming ilan ba tayo? Six tayo. Sa aming anim, siguro ako yung pinaka-newbie when it comes to business. Kasi nga sabi ko, 13 years ako sa corporate, ang naging pinaka-nahirapan talaga ako is finding mentors. Kasi wala akong kaalam-alam. I wanna go to business. Gusto kong mag-business, pero hindi ko alam kung saan ako talaga magsisimula. So, you really have to find what it is. Kung you have to want it so much na gagawa ka talaga ng paraan, and okay lang for us to fail as long as may natututunan tayo out of that. Sabi nga nila,
Yeah.
'di ba, pag nag-fail ka in anything that you do, parang pinambayad mo lang 'yan sa masteral. So, okay lang 'yon. It's okay to fail. And right now, siguro newbie ako with regards to business. I'm learning a lot. I'm really happy and enjoying it. And I guess I'm really blessed to be surrounded by ladies na sobrang blessing, very very, very nice to hear your stories. Again, ako siguro, I'm very sure our audience is blessed. I am very blessed with your stories. Ito yung ginagawa ko na mentorship, getting other people's stories, applying it with me. So kahit medyo baguhan ako dito, age is just a number. If you want to start something, kahit pa ikaw ay 20s, 30s, 40s, siguro the time is now. There.
Always yan. Ako, kailangan na nating simulan to, mga moms. Thank you so much, Robbie, for that inspirational message. No? Let's have naman, Mami Jean. Ayan.
So three things again. I want to reiterate prioritizing yourself, especially for Filipinas and women. Lagi nating hinuhuli sarili natin. Hindi tama yan. I strongly advise that you love yourself first and really put in the effort to take care of your body, your mind, your heart. Kasi hindi tayo makakapag-love, makakapag-serve, makaka-fulfill, and we won't even be able to answer the questions in our minds and really find our purpose kung wala tayong time sa sarili natin, kung puro tayo gawa ng gawa, if we're always working in the front lines, in the weeds. So really take care of your body, your mind and your heart. Itry lahat ng posible until you find yung modality that works for you, whether it's working out or yoga or prayer or salon, kung ano man yan, and really allocate some budget and time for that. And then second would be stay open. Stay open for learning. Wag magsasara ng isip dyan kasi that's the only way to go and grow. In fact, one of my mentors, shared that really struck me was your college education can get you a job, but self-education, meaning mga workshops na ganito, talks like this, the things that you really invest on for you, this is what can make you become wealthy. So it doesn't matter. I don't have a degree, but I've done so many happy things in my life, and so only you will define kung ano yung success mo eh. So don't be limited by what books tell you, but by what other people tell you. Gather the feedback, the advice, and then take away what really works for you. Stay open for exploration. Try mo. Kapag takot ka, mas lalo mong gawin. Huwag kang magstay. Pag comfortable ka na, it's time for you to move on and venture into new things. And also staying open to getting feedback. So through my 16 years of working in corporate, number one struggle ng mga tao, kahit nga hindi Filipino, ay pag binigyan ng feedback, nasasaktan agad yung damdamin. So, isa yon sa strengths ko na lagi kong ina-advocate. Lagi kong hinihingi yon. Anything that I do, bigyan mo agad akong feedback. Kahit sino pa yan, boss ko ba yan, customer ko ba yan, staff ko ba yan, mami ko, asawa ko, anak ko, I ask my daughter for feedback. And minsan masakit kasi tao ka lang, pero always remember that they don't have bad intentions eh. Gusto lang nilang umigi ka. They just want you to be better. And then third would be question everything. Don't just, especially in the world of fake news, social media content, anyone and everyone can now make websites or whatever digitally, right? And with the spread of AI, automation and all, ang dami nang pwedeng gawin. Hindi mo alam kung tao na ba yung kausap mo o machine na ba yung kausap mo. So, question everything. May nalaman ka, i-research mo on your own, compare notes before you make an opinion about something. Kasi kailangan mo ring protektahan sarili mo and yung loved ones mo so you can make really thoughtful decisions on like what food to eat, where to live, what stuff to buy, or what kind of job to take, or who you will allow to mentor you. So really question everything and find the answer for yourself. Don't just go with where the herd is. Don't go with the herd mentality. Really come up with your own experienced answer for everything para talagang kontento ka sa nangyayari sa kahit saan pa yan. Sa relationship, sa work, and everything.
Ayan, ako, napakaganda. And, ma-share ko na din, no, marami yung hindi rin sanay magbigay ng feedback. Alam mo yun? Aside from takot maka-receive ng feedback, nahihiya magsabi. Laking problema niyan. Especially
Agree.
sa freelancing at business world, hindi pwedeng hindi. Yun yung gagawin yung mag-receive at magbigay ng feedback. Napakagandang reminder niyan for all of us. Thank you so much, Jean, for that. And of course, ayan, let's have naman Mami Charmaine na talagang ibang klase talaga, no? Sobrang daming mga natirang questions. Maybe we can invite you again. Ayan. Actually, everyone, we would love to have you in another webinar again na solo nyo so that you can give more value to our moms in the community. So, any message for our members in FH Moms, Mami Charmaine? Ay, wait lang, Mami Charmaine.
Time for
Naka-mute ka.
everything.
Ayan, let's
time for everything. Naka-mute pala ako. Masyado ba akong maingay? Ayun, ang message ko, there's a time for everything. Even if at this point in your life, na depressed ka dahil hindi mo magawa ang gusto mong gawin, dahil you have all these responsibilities at home with your kids and your husband, take the time to think about what you want to do. Take the time to appreciate, take everything in. Kasi in a matter of few years, wala na yung mga anak mo na yan. You have all the time to yourself. No, ang dami mong pwedeng gawin kahit ngayon, kahit in the future. You're never too old for anything. So first, you have to have the discipline. Discipline with your family, discipline with your kids. If your kids know what to do with everything, kunyari, homeschooled sila, they know what to read, what to do today, what to accomplish, it makes your life much easier kasi that hurdle is gone. No? The kids can take care of themselves. Husband, support your husband the way they support you. With a community, I learned for so many times, palaging pinapaalala sa akin ni God na every time you help someone out, it all goes back to you. Pansin ko lang every time na, uy, may nagpapaturo si ganito. Sige na nga, minsan napupuyat na ako nagtuturo na okay lang kasi natutuwa naman ako, may gustong matuto. I always seem to parang rake in profits at the same time na may nagpapaturo sa akin. Parang binabayaran ako ni Lord for my time. And it never fails. Every time na someone asks for my help and I help them out, I get all these blessings in return. And lastly,
iyak na naman ako dito kay Mami Charmaine. Daming realizations eh.
And lastly, kung gusto mong may maabot na mas mataas na bagay na tingin mo para sa'yo talaga, kailangan bumitiw ka dun sa comfort zone. Kung may gusto kang kapitan na mas mataas na bagay, kailangan bumitaw ka dun sa bagay that holds you back. Ayun.
Grabe, sobrang powerful na last na message from our speakers. No, grabe. Kinikilabutan ako kasi to be honest, ngayon lang din talaga ako nag-invite ng napakaraming speakers kaya ako nagkakanda. Lito-lito na ako anong itatanong ko, sino ba yung uunahin ko. Pero sobrang happy ako no na this is our first time na ma-meet din yung isa't isa, though kami ni Robby nagkikita, kami online, kami ni Jean nagkita na isang beses, so first time din namin ma-meet yung isa't isa. But with Chef Princess, Mami Charmaine, and Miss Elle, first time namin ma-meet virtually ang isa't isa, kaya sobrang blessed ako to organize this webinar no for everyone. Sana na-inspire din namin kayo. So later we will be answering some of your questions pa. I'll have my co-host Mami Ruth to conduct some of the virtual games na prepare namin para sa inyo. So, okay, alas. But before that, let's have muna a groovy. Ayan, syempre. So, for sure, namimiss nyo ang face-to-face event. So, let's do a groovy. Ayan. So, 1, 2, 3, smile. Ayan. Syempre, dapat meron din tayong wacky. So, ready na natin ang wacky pose natin. Okay, sige. So, 1, 2, 3, smile! Ayan, sige. I love it. Thank you so much, ladies. Magkita-kita tayo ulit for sure sa launching, no? And I hope makita rin namin kayo sa community na mag-engage at makatulong din sa mga moms natin in the group, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, MK.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you po. Next time ulit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ayan. So, wag kayong bibitaw mga Fhmoms. Okay? So, we will have another ad break and then mamaya, meron tayong mga games. And then, I'll be answering, of course, your questions na kaya kong sagutin, no, in behalf of our speakers kasi nag-overtime na sila with us. So, sobrang grateful ako sa lahat ng mga speakers natin tonight. Okay? So, wag aalis dahil magbabalik tayo. Alright! So, ayan. Grabe. Sobrang overwhelmed din ako sa mga messages, comments nyo, no? So, let me welcome my co-host. Yan, na kanina pa tayo tinutulungan sa background, no? Ruth, kamusta naman tayo? Anong balita? Ano ba ang next natin na ganap sa Fhmoms Radio?
Ayun, mga momshies natin and also mga FH titas. Kasi nasanay na ako lahat momshi na. Momshi na kahit tita lang, kahit single pa lang, momshi na lahat talaga. So mga
True.
momshies natin, samahan niyo po kami sa Sunday kasi po, meron kaming mga special guests na dapat po ninyong abangan. Ako, masaya yan.
Yes. At ang special guest na yon, asawa ko lang din. So, yung husband ko sa home-based love story, ika nga. So, ang walang katapusang love story namin na mag-asawa, no, na parehas na working from home sa Chikahan Hour. And then, sa home-based story natin na segment with me, sino ba ang ating guest na makakasama?
Of course, si Mommy Tin, ang isa sa ating mga Fhmoms trainer ng General Virtual Assistants. Of course, to introduce din and para malaman din natin mga momshies ang naging story ni Mommy Tin or started sa kanyang pagiging work from home mom. And also,
Yes.
marami marami sila Mommy MK na matututunan kasi nako, balita ko punong-puno ang ang slot for GV8.
Yes.
Nag-uumapaw yata ng mga students.
Thank you for supporting Mami Christine especially kasi sobrang sipag niya rin talaga as a trainer no ng General Virtual Assistants. And sana talaga makapanood kayo niyan sa Sunday. So medyo minove lang natin siya for this session. Dapat talaga tonight din siya at 7 p.m. kaso sabi namin baka mabitin din kayo. So minove na lang muna namin ulit sa Sunday. Pero next month, asahan nyo na talagang maayos na ang ating calendar of events as well as activities. Pero with Mami Christine, ayan, marami pa kayong hindi nalalaman sa kanya. So, malamang kilala nyo siya as General Virtual Assistance Trainer ng Fhmoms, no, as a freelancer. Pero hindi nyo pa alam kung ano talaga yung naging struggle niya. Kasi bilang kaibigan na rin ni Mami Christine at matagal niya na rin nakasama sa freelancing industry, alam na alam ko yung mga paghihirap niya kasi battered wife yan dati si Mami Christine, and then as a single mom, sobrang hirap na i-raise yung tatlo niyang mga anak. At ang dami niya ring mga dogs. So, hindi ko na talaga alam kung paano niya nahahandle lahat. Mm-hmm.
At saka Mommy MK nakakatuwa din because Mommy Teen has also helped a lot of her students. Hanggang nag-mentor. Grabe.
Oo, grabe. Ang sipag pa rin magsagot no ng mga messages. Pero sabi ko nga no, kahit anong pagod din as a mentor, no, as a trainer, iba rin talaga yung fulfillment every time na meron kang natutulungang nanay. Kasi sabi ko nga, pag natulungan mo yung isang nanay lang, matutulungan mo kahit 12 pa yung anak na katulad ni Mami Charmaine, 5 yung anak niya, nako talagang buong pamilya talaga covered no ng benefits ng pag-work from home. So, thank you kasi ang dami na naman nating na-inspire tonight, and then tomorrow meron ulit tayong same segment no from Pinay Lady Boss na book. Meron ulit tayong in-invite na mga contributors. So kung na-inspire kayo with this first natin na session with the contributors of Pinay Lady Boss book, no? You might want to order or pre-order. So, meaning to say, makakapagpa-reserve na kayo ng book nyo even though hindi pa siya ready to ship, no? Dito sa link na to, we will also comment this down, no? But you can also search for the Facebook page of mysparkschool.com. This is the website, but the Facebook page is Spark School. Okay, so I'll be sharing the information sa ating Facebook group. So I hope you could support that kasi this is our first outreach na rin na program since we cannot do a face-to-face outreach program every month sa Fhmoms. Meron talaga kaming sinusupport na ibang communities, ibang organizations na merong mga ganitong klase na cause. Kasi sa Fhmoms, yung biggest natin na cause is ito nga, yung pagtulong sa inyo para magkaroon ng online job. Bukod pa sa iba't ibang mga let's say donation drive na meron tayo no from time to time. So thank you sa lahat ng pre-order in advance, no? Kapag nagkita-kita tayo, maybe I can sign that book since nandyan din ako. Makikita nyo ako dyan sa book na yan. Okay? And then hopefully soon, makapag-launch na rin tayo ng sariling book ng Fhmoms. Kasi nakailang guest na tayo, Mami Ruth, no? Ng book writers. So parang I think this is a sign. So, push na natin to. Sabi nga ng mga speakers natin, this is the right time na talaga. Now na, oo. Okay, so marami silang aabangan sa Fhmoms Radio. Sino ba yung kasama mo naman sa Pinay Power na segment, Mami Ruth?
I think, Mommy MK, meron tayong home-based story. Mas hahabaan natin yung time and also sa chikahan hour. Yung Pinay Power, hindi muna tayo magkakaroon ng segment na Pinay Power. If I'm not oo, kasi gusto natin na I'm sure maraming mga momshies natin ang maraming magtatanong, maraming questions diyan, lalo na sa home-based story. So bibigyan natin ng mas mahabang oras ang home-based story. Also ang ating
chikahan hour.
sure. Kasi ito po ay, mga momshies, ito po ay parang pre-program natin or offering sa inyo dahil sa February ay, buwan na ng pag-ibig.
Yes. So, parang pre-Valentine,
Yes.
pre-Valentine ganap for everyone. So, ganyan tayo.
Oo.
Magpa-virtual event dito sa FH Moms. Advance tayo palagi
Advance tayo
mag-isip.
mag-isip. Oo.
So, ngayon, maybe we can start na magpa-game, sa mga
Yes.
kanina pa talaga tumututok. Nakita ko, Mami Ruth, sobrang daming nagko-comment, na talagang
Oo.
tuwang-tuwa sila. At ang dami rin nilang mga questions din na hindi na natin naitanong, pero maybe we can check sino pa yung mga pwede nating bigyan. Kasi meron pa tayong mga pwedeng ipamigay dito na slots para sa stock market trading na webinar ni Mami Charmagne. So, 2 more slots yan. Isa pa lang yung napapamigay natin kanina. And then, meron pang 7 slots para naman sa one-on-one mentorship, Parang sa startup na K-drama yan. You'll be mentored one-on-one, hindi with, hindi with Jipyong, but with Mami Jean, Pero, alam nyo ba na sobrang hirap maghanap ng mentor ngayon na kumbaga, willing na mapakinggan kayo, willing na mag-share sa inyo ng time nila kasi sobrang busy talaga ng mga magagaling na mentors. And sabi nga ni Mami Robbie kanina, nahirapan din siya maghanap ng mentor. So, ako naman, sa freelancing, wala rin akong nakuhang mentor. That's why, ang dami-dami nating trainers at mentors dito sa FH Moms ngayon, pati na guest speakers, kasi alam ko kung gaano kahirap na walang nag-guide. So, covered natin yan dito sa FH Moms.
At saka, ay sorry Mami MK. Sige, tuloy mo lang yan. Mamaya may share din ako.
Okay lang, nakalimutan ko na din. So,
sorry na
sa'yo na ulit. Ayan, go ahead.
Kasi tama naman, kasi alam nyo mga momshies, mahirap or hindi talaga madaling makahanap ng mentor na mag-guide sa'yo at papakinggan ng libre. Kasi karamihan talaga is because kailangan mo magbayad for a mentorship. Parang ganun. Nag-invest din yung mga mentors before na-reach yung ganong estado na
level.
Oo, ganun level. Nag-invest po sila. So, grab natin yung opportunity.
Well, sobrang dami naman, speaking of mentorship, So, I also have my own one-on-one mentorship or consultation. That's for 1 hour, So, marami na ring mommies ang nagpa one-on-one consultation sa akin para i-guide sila kung ano ba talaga yung online job na para sa kanila, revision ng resume, cover letter, ng profile nila sa mga job sites, ginagawa na, dami niyan on the spot. So talagang action talaga sa kung action, Pero pagdating sa mga mentors, yung mga kaibigan natin na working from home na, hindi na natin sila makukulit kasi sobrang busy nila. Ako naman, sadyang happy lang talaga ako na makapag one-on-one consultation, makapag-live, bukod pa sa mga free webinars natin. That's why we have those kind of offerings. Pero syempre, hindi ko naman maka-accommodate lahat na i-one-on-one kayo kasi syempre, meron lang din akong 24 hours katulad nyo. So, what I'm saying is, kapag merong mga ganito, katulad ng free one-on-one mentorship na ipapamigay natin din ngayon, i-grab nyo yan. Kasi ako, pagdating sa business or sa FH Moms, sa startup company, kasi FH Moms is a registered startup company na, ang dami ko nang na-encounter na mga mentors, mga coaches, lahat libre yan, pero ng iba't ibang mga program. So, sa startup, di ba, merong sandbox. So, si FH Moms, nakapag-sandbox na ng ilang ulit. At sobrang dami na naming naging mentors. Kaya naman, yun na-enjoy tong lahat ng to. It's because of our mentors, sa FH Moms. Kaya, sana nagigets nyo or naiintindihan nyo gaano ka-importante yung magkaroon ka ng isang mentor, ng isang trainer, kasi hindi mo basta-basta mababayaran yung support niyan, sa totoo lang.
Yes, totoo.
Yung oras nila, to be honest, hindi natin basta-basta mapapalitan kahit magkano pa yan, pero at least to compensate them na rin, kaya we have paid courses then aside from the free webinar. Pero Mami Ruth, speaking of free webinar, sa first Monday of February, which is February 1, huwag niyong kakalimutan kasi meron tayong free webinar on how to start working from home. Originally, that's for 6 hours. part 1 and part 2, natuloy-tuloy, no, from how to get an online job, ano yung mga requirements, ano yung mga scam, ano yung mga kailangan gawin or isagot sa interview, lahat yan, as in, lahat ng mga kailangan nyong malaman para makakuha ng online job, ituturo ko yan step by step. Ito kasi mga live Q&A natin na sessions, iba naman to. It's more on inspirations para sa lahat, no? So, yung free webinar natin, kaya ko yan inuna, no, every month, it's because para yan din yung unahin nyo talaga para hindi kayo malito, no? So, Mami Ruth, what do you think? Sa tingin mo ba, dapat talaga nilang tutukan tong free webinar on how to start working from home natin?
Of course. Siyempre naman, Mommy MK. Ako nga nagbabalak ako on my free time. Lalo na kanina, ang daming inspirational words na narinig. Sabi ko, nako, I really have to start learning again. A-attend ako ng mga free webinars dito sa Fhmoms. Sisimulan na kasi nga sabi nga, the best time to start is now. So, tapos pa akong mga free courses nung nanalo ko as the first ever DJ na hindi ko so sabi ko, nako, kailangan simulan ko na to kasi sayang. So sa mga moms na naghahanap ng mga free courses, ayan, ako, join lang kayo palagi, watch us kapag nagla-live kasi normally si Mommy MK naman ay talaga namang very generous na magbigay ng mga free courses para sa inyo. And sabi nga niya, kung meron po kayong mga katanungan at kung paano magsisimula, dapat po ninyong pakatutukan ang kanyang free webinar and that will be on Monday, that's February 1. Diba? First Monday.
That's 8 p.m. na.
Yeah.
8 p.m. na. Minove ko na to 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Tapos, I'm thinking mukhang mag-3 parts tayo. So, part 1, part 2, part 3. Para hindi rin masyadong mahaba, no? At kayanin ng mga brain cells natin. At more time pa to answer questions. So, this is my first time na hinati ko siya sa 3. Kasi usually, 2 parts siya. Isang 4 hours and then isang 2 hours. So, syempre alam nyo naman, nakakaramdam na rin ako ng pagod. Pero hindi naman ako mapapagod sa inyo, huwag kayong mag-alala. Pero what I'm saying is, I wanted to try din sana kung kamusta naman siya kapag by parts, no?
By parts.
Kasi we're also planning to release videos or vlogs sa ating YouTube channel. Kasi right now, yung Fhmoms Radio, naka-upload naman siya sa iba't ibang podcast na forms such as Apple and Google Podcast, Spotify. Make sure to subscribe to Fhmoms Radio, no? So, as you can see, sobrang sinisipagan talaga namin yung pagre-release ng mga content sa inyo, mapa written yan, mapa video, audio. So, we really wanted, no, na kayo ay maging successful either sa freelancing or business na path man yan, no? So, ano na, Mami Ruth, magpa-game na ba tayo?
Yes, magpa-game na tayo, ma'am.
Ang dami nating chika.
Nagustuhan ko yung leche flan eh. Parang gusto ko sana magsabi. Chef Princess ako din. Malapit lang ako.
Ay, huwag ka mag-alala. Sasabihan natin si Chef Princess na pati ikaw, isama sa leche flan. Okay, sige. Taga Makati ba si Mami Chef Princess?
Hindi ko lang sure, pero napanood ko siya sa isang news program na feature siya. Tapos sinek ko, nasa ko, uy, ito pala yun. Sabi ko, grabe, Mommy MK, ibang level yung leche flan niya dun sa
Talaga ba?
Oo, i-check mo. Tapos mahilig ka ba sa cheesecake? Kasi ako mahilig.
Talaga. Hindi, masarap siya, oo, pero hindi ako na masyadong nakakapag-cheesecake nitong especially sa leche flan. So, parang panay regular na leche flan.
Leche flan. Ayun. Kasi iba talaga yung malalaman mo, di ba, yung parang pag may leche flan na dinaya, may ganun.
Oo, parang iba yung texture, di ba?
Oo. Nung nakita ko
pero parang ang ganda ng lipstick ko dito.
Oo, kanina may nag-comment. Sabi ng
may nag-comment ba? Pinag-mix ko yung, basta may 2 shades akong nag-live selling na. Meron akong 2 shades na pinag-mix. Nabili ko to ng sale sa sale sa SM. So, magkano ko lang din siya nakuha. Lahat, bumibili, pag mga lipstick, ako bumibili ng mahal, usually naka-sale. Meron akong nabiling, yung Nichido ba yung tawag doon? Nichido? Basta yun, yung letter N na brand.
N? Nichido, oo.
Oo, Nichido. Ano lang siya, 50 pesos ko lang nabili isa.
Wow!
Kaya nagbigay ako ng, naku, malalaman na ng mga niregaluhan ko na 50 pesos ko lang binili yung niregalo ko sa kanila. Pero brand naman
Okay
ang
lang
Nichido yun
naman,
sa mall. So, ayan. Wait, napunta na tayo sa lipstick. Sige na,
sabi
game
nung isang
na.
Mamshi, bet ko yung lipstick mo, Mamsh.
Nag-promote na ng lipstick. Okay, sige. Thank you
Ayan,
so much.
mamigay na
Napansin
tayo.
ko lang, dadalas-dalasan ko yung pagli-lipstick ko na ganito. Okay? Sige. Kasi sabi ko baka too strong, ganyan. Baka pink na lang
Hindi.
tayo ulit. Ganyan.
Maganda siya.
Next time, magpapa-makeup tutorial tayo, pero hindi sa akin. Alam nyo ba, ginagawa ko to, alam ni Ruf yan. Ma-i-check ako lang. Di ba, Ruf, kapag nagme-makeup ako, usually yung yung
5
introduction
minutes
video
lang.
natin. Totoo, yung introduction video natin, mag-start ako doon, tapos yun na. Napakabilis talaga, as in. Yan, kilay lang. Naka-microblade naman ako, so tamang follow na lang. Yan, tapos itong hindi ko maintindihan kung tama ba yung ginawa ko dyan sa eyeshadow natin. Kasi hindi ko alam kung paano ginagawa ng mga ibang makeup vloggers yung nila, eyeshadow nila. Oo, ang gaganda, no? Lalo na yung mga ibang kulay. Lahat kasi ng mga ko dyan, yung pang eyeshadow, bigay lang rin yan. Yung isa, hiniram ko pa sa mother-in-law ko. Binigay niya na lang. Siguro naawa sa akin. Hindi kasi ako mahilig magbili-bili. So, parang, ayan, kung anong nandyan, yun na yun. Anyway, tas pag, nakasale, din lang ako bibili. So, ayan, next time na natin pag-usapan yan. Oo.
Yes,
next.
May tayong dyan, no, ma'am?
Mag-game. Mag-game na tayo. Ayan, thank you so much. Sige. So, para sa ating first game, okay, pwede nyo bang i-comment? Okay, so, comment nyo lang, no? For sure, tanda nyo, no? You can comment down the first name of this mom na kanina, no, sinabi niya kung ano yung background niya, na nakilala natin pagdating sa stock market trading. So, sino yung mami natin? No, napakadali lang yan, Diyos ko. So, para manalo kayo ng stock market trading niya, ano yung name niya kung talagang nakatutok kayo? At hindi si Mami Elle, okay?
Hindi.
Ayan, at dapat tama yung spelling, okay? Ang importante doon, dapat tama yung spelling, okay? So, meron na akong nakakita na ako ng ilan. So, ang alam ko kasi, 3 slots lang yung ibibigay niya, pero lahat nung top 10 natin na makakapagbigay ng tamang pangalan, ayan, isasama natin. So, top 10! So, yung tamang spelling lang.
Oo.
Tama ba itong, mamaya ako pala yung nagkamali yung spelling, di ba? Ayan. So, nasa poster lang din natin at nandito rin sa ating post. So, ang pinakaunang-unang nakasagot, okay, yan, Charmagne. So, dapat ganito yung spelling. Okay. So, si Mami Jo Tandok Tayen. Okay. Announce ko rin pala na si Mami Maria Lapido Alnas ang nanalo ng Leche Flan. Si Mami Krisha Conales ebook, but I still have to confirm ano yung title ng ebook. And then Mami Bernadette ng one-on-one mentorship with Jean na meron pa tayong ipapamigay na 7 pa. Okay. So, pamigay natin yan lahat. Yung atin namang webinar, no, pagdating sa stock market, si Aaron, and then now si Jotan Doktayen. So, pili pa tayo ng 8 pa. So, ayan. Si Mami Rene. Ikaw na magbasa nito. Proof at ako'y nahihirapan.
Sige, congratulations to you, Momshi Reneline Estiliore Barcena. Congratulations po sa inyo. Tapos, i-show ko na ba yung ibang mga Mami MK?
Ayan,
yung
ako, next time, sa mga manunood dyan, do wrong spelling to, dapat walang make sure na every time na may live session si Fhmoms, lagi kayong magbibigay ng grant or access kay StreamYard para lalabas yung Facebook name nyo, no, sa ating live session. Okay, so, yan. Let's have our 4th winner.
Congratulations, Momshi Daisy Hernandez.
Ayan. So, we're down to 6 more winners.
Yes.
Ayan. Uy, alam
pala.
ni Mami Ann yung
Oo.
Facebook profile din ni Mami Charmaine, iba rin. Ayan.
Oo, ang galing. Okay.
And then, we also have...
This one? Yes.
Aha.
Si Ma'am
Mami
Sienna
Ziena
Bartlett.
Bartlett. I bet.
Oh, I
Bet
think
ko
she's
yung ano ni...
from Australia kasi isa po siya first to comment nung start ng live natin kanina.
Natandaan mo yung name niya. At ang ganda.
Oo.
Ang ganda rin ni Ma'am Shi, no? At
Oo
ang kanyang
nga.
name din, napaka-unique. Okay, sige. So, next natin, sino pa yung ibang mga mommies natin?
Si
Yan,
Ma'am
si
Shi
Mami
Angeli
Tansyongko. Yan ako. Ang yaman pakinggan ng pangalan ni Mami Ann.
Oo
Ayan.
nga eh. Ito
So, meron pa tayong ibang guessing game, Champagne. Parang iba yon, Mami Joanna. Parang inuman yan. Malalasing tayo dyan sa champagne. Saktong-sakto. Friday pa naman ngayon.
We
Pero
also
hindi.
have, ayan,
Mami May
Lanceta Manalo.
Manalo. Ayan. Ako, winner talaga. Ang yayaman talaga ng mga mommies natin sa apelido. Kahit sa apelido man lang. So, we already have 8 winners. So, 2 more. Okay? So, yung mga next question natin, medyo hihirapan natin ng konti. Yan. Okay? Ayan.
Si Ma'am Sheena rin, Perola, congratulations!
Ayan. Congratulations. And then, sino pa?
At ito, kumpleto. Charmaine din ang kanyang pangalan. Charmaine, sabi niya, Charmaine Feria, complete name.
Wow. Bongga. So, nakompleto na natin ang ating 10 winners para sa free webinar tungkol sa stock market. And I'm sure sobrang dami niyong matututunan kay Mami Charmaine. At now, pumunta naman tayo sa pagbibigyan natin, okay, ng 7 slots. Ay, tama. 7 Grabe na yung brain cells ko. Ayan, bumibigay-bigay na. So, 7 slots naman na one-on-one mentorship with Mami Jean. So, madali lang naman to, okay? Para dun sa mga hindi lumalabas yung name nila or kahit dun sa mga lumalabas, make sure na lang siguro to write your name in the comment. Kumbaga, once you answer, itabi nyo na yung name nyo para sure na makita. Okay? So, dito sa next na question natin, or guessing game, madali lang naman to, okay? Since si Mami Jean ay nasa startup world, okay, ang ating mga questions ay tungkol sa startup na K-drama. Ready na ba? Ready na ba tayo? Okay?
Ready na.
Sige.
Oo.
Natuwa kung talagang nanonood kayo, okay? First question, okay? Ang ating first question ay tungkol sa startup ni Dalmi, no, sa startup na K-drama series. Hindi yung una, which is magkasama sila ni pangalan na nga nito, nung jowa niya, hindi yon. Yung startup niya na sinimulan niya, inspired dun sa kanyang jowa. Okay? So, itong startup na to, may kinalaman to sa AI na rin, no? Sabi nga ni Mami Jun kanina, ilang beses niya napakinggan yung AI, na sasakyan, okay? Para sa sasakyan. Okay? So, it starts with the letter T. Okay? So, para dito sa question na to, no, kung sino man yung makakasagot, so, bibigyan namin yung first 3 na makakakuha ng tamang sagot. Okay? So, yan, di kayo nanonood ng K-drama. Okay lang yan. Iibahin na natin yung next question.
Hindi ako makarelate.
Hindi nyo alam to. Ayan. So, we have a winner na. Nakikita ko dito.
Ayan.
No? Ayan na. Galing talaga. So, the correct answer, okay, is, yan, first 3 natin. Tarzan. So, yung pangalan ng startup ni Dalmi na inspired din yung Tarzan na name is, yun nga. Ayun, si Dosan. Yan, yun yung startup idea nila. Nakasama pa sila Dosan, yung mga startup friends niya. So, yan, si Tarzan. So, the correct answer is Tarzan. We have Mami KD. And then,
congratulations.
we have Mami
Ito po,
Mitch.
si Mami Mitch Talamisan.
Mhm.
Ang
And then si
Facebook user
Mami
natin na talagang
Judy
she
Ann
Oo, si Mami
Bulala.
Judy Ann Bulala. Nilagay na yung pangalan niya.
Ayan. Next question. Ito hindi na to okay lang, hindi na to tungkol sa startup, okay? I mean, sa startup na K-drama. So, ang question naman natin na next, okay? So, kung talagang kayo ay nakinig, no, at tumutok sa ating live session kanina, ano naman yung nire-represent, no, ni Mami Jean na company din? Kumbaga, part din talaga ng advocacy niya is to help women, no, na maging successful sa tech world. So, itong site na to, na flash din natin kanina, okay, naifa-flash ko din ngayon, pero dapat matandaan nyo siya. So, dapat ma-comment nyo either yung Facebook page niya or yung kanyang website. So, ayan, mapabilisan lang. Okay. Nakita nyo na. Kita nyo yon? Okay. So, ano yung pangalan nun? Ng kanyang website or ng kanyang Facebook page?
Nako,
Pabilisan ng tingin to.
Pabilisan na.
Gusto nyo pa ng isa pa ulit?
Oo, masyado daw mabilis yung
masyado daw mabilis.
flash mo kanina. Oo.
Ayan, ako may nakita na akong isa. Sige, isa pa ulit Ito pabilisan ng mata talaga to eh. Okay na? Sinong una kaya? So, sa AI, yung niche ni Mami Jean. Pero, ayan, may mga nakita na ako, yung mga mabibilis yung mata. Okay. So, the correct answer is, flash muna natin yung correct answer, but maybe, Ruth, you can help me find the first two. First two. Okay?
Pero
para
yung
meron
iba
pa tayong
kasi,
maibigay.
phrases lang, hindi kompleto. So, hindi ko natin siya i-consider, no?
Okay lang. Kahit
lang?
basta nandun yung thought na be in silence. Okay? O kaya ito, come be in silence. O kaya in silence. Kahit alin dyan, basta yan yun. Okay?
Ito. Kaya lang,
So,
ang
first two.
ay
In silence.
Yes, siya po ay si Hera. Congratulations.
Ayan, si Hera.
And ito pa po. Ayan, first nag-comment ng tama.
Okay, next question.
Adan, congratulations.
So, meron pa tayong 3 slots na pwedeng ibigay for the one-on-one mentorship. So, yan naman, mga momshies, okay, make sure na maging ready na tayo, no? Kasi, ito, hindi nyo na kailangan ng masyadong brain cells dito sa ipapahula natin, okay? So, ready ka na ba, Mami Ruth, sa ating ipapahula?
Yes, ready
So,
na. Feeling ko alam ko na yung tanong na yan.
Kayang-kaya niya to. So, 3 slots, no, para sa winner natin. Okay? So, madali lang to. Kayang-kaya niya to, promise. So, this is, Pictionary. So, huhulaan nyo lang kung ano rin yung dinodrawing ko. Okay? So, galingan nyo. Alright? So, yung first 3 to answer, yun yung makakakuha ng slots sa mentorship with Mami Jean. Sobrang galing na ni Mami Jean, kaya make sure na inyo ring i-grab yung opportunity. Okay, so ready na ba tayo sa ating Pictionary? Okay?
Yes.
Yan, si Mami Ruth ang titingin. So, sa correct answer natin.
First 3 to comment. Okay.
First 3 to comment yan, oo. Kahit hanggang 12 midnight pa tayo dito magsagot. Huwag yung mapaabutan. Galing-galingan nyo naman yung pagko-comment nyo, okay?
Oo.
Okay, ready?
Ang mga momshies natin sa
Alright.
Pictionary. Tama ba? Oo.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Ayan. So, para sa ating pinakauna na Pictionary game. So, ready? So, eto, bigyan ko muna kayo ng clue kasi baka first time nyo, hindi nyo alam yung mechanics nito. So, una muna, ito, ayan. Pag sinabing ganyan, 2 words, okay? Sunod naman, sa first word, ibig sabihin yan, letters. Okay, letters yan. Tapos, ito naman,
Sa second word.
okay, gets nyo yan. 2 words.
Okay.
Tapos, after kasi na to, hindi na ako magsasalita. So, ngayon, ina-explain ko lang sa inyo. 2 words, and then, meron tayong 5 letters sa first word, and then, 4 sa second word. Okay, sige. Ready? Okay.
Meron nang nakakuha? May isa?
Huwag mo munang i-reveal, basta.
Oo. Nako, ano kaya yan? Kaya niyo yan, mga moms. Madali lang yan. At may clue na rin.
Laki ko pala mag-drawing. Dapat pala niliitan ko. Pwede ba tayo mag-erase? Ay. Erase tayo. Bawal yata mag-erase dito sa Pictionary. Nagbida-bida naman tayo mag-erase.
Oo, walang category, ma'am. Sorry. Meron nagtanong kung may category ba. Wala po, unfortunately. Pero marami nang nakasagot. Ayan.
3 lang yung kailangan natin.
Natuwa. Okay. Let me know kung go na.
Okay, naintindihan. Next time siguro magre-request na lang. Pwede ba wag na si MK yung humula, ay yung mag-drawing? The correct answer, okay, is tama naman yun. Salamat mami ha. Dahil na-appreciate mo na pagkain yung gusto kong i-drawing. Okay? Okay, the correct answer is leche flan, inspired by Mami Chef Princess. Ayan, ang kanyang leche flan. So, who's our winner?
Congratulations, siya ang unang nakahula.
Si Mami Myra Verona.
Yes.
And then,
meron kasi letter P instead of F. So, gusto mo ba siyang i-consider? Or F lang?
Okay lang, sige. Okay na tayo dun sa leche plan. Baka yung leche flan ni Mami merong plano. O, sige. Bernadette. Dokulan.
Okuma.
Okay, good.
And also, congratulations to you, Aisha Gante Elamteruthi. Leche flan. Alam ko itong si Ma'am Sheena to, if I'm not mistaken, from India naman siya. O, di ba, Ma'am? Ayan.
Kaya yung surname niya.
Oo, ang unique ng surname niya. Kaya sabi ko, okay. So, sabi niya kanina, watching from India daw siya. Ayan. Congratulations!
Nice. Yun. Okay. So, next naman natin, ito naman ay si Mami Ruth naman yung mag-drawing. Siyempre, gagtiyak ko. At ako yung magsasabi ng ideas. So, sige. Ready na ba kayo sa ating Pictionary? Ayan. Ready ka na ba? Open na lang ng
ko lang yung
paint.
paint.
For first word, ready na ba? Kung kayo na manalo na free success courses, yung 3, kasama na dyan yung freelancing, social media marketing, as well as accounting. Okay? So, yan yung mga mapapanalunan nyo once you answer or guess the answers correctly for this Pictionary game. Okay. Naglalag na, oo.
Oo.
Okay, so ready?
Kakapit na lang. Okay. So ako na, ilan yung aanihin natin, Moms?
Meron tayo ditong 10 winners.
10 winners.
10
Okay.
winners.
Sige.
Okay, yan, bongga 10 winners.
Alright.
Ready na ba?
Ready na.
Okay. Sige, todo na natin to. So, next natin, okay.
So, 2 words.
Ay, madali lang to. Wala pa, hindi pa ako nag-chat
Ay, oo nga. O, sige.
Ruth,
Na-excite ako.
bakit may dinodrawing ka na? Ayan.
Sige.
Madali
Nagpa-practice
lang to.
lang. Sige. Wait lang. Okay, wait. Dapat tanggalin ko mala siya. Okay, so ito na. Go na ako.
Wala pa, mga moms. Kalma lang tayo. Okay, so kayang-kaya nito, kayo pa ba? Huwag muna kayo maghula kasi wala pa.
Ayan.
So, first 10 winners. So, meron daw tayo ditong 1 word at merong 5 letters. Natatawa ako, talagang nade-delay na. Hindi yun lag sa internet. Ako lang yun, naglalag. Laging na yung brain cells natin, guys. Kaya natin to. Okay? So, sana kayanin nyo pa.
Sana kaya nilang Ayan, yun na po yung the best. Okay.
Ayan, sige. So, drawing pa tayo dyan.
The-drawing pa ako.
Wala pang nakakahula. So, kanina daw may leche flan, baka ito daw na dinodrawing mo, baka itlog na. Pwede. May point naman.
So, uulitin ko ba siya or dadagdagan ko lang yung
Sige, dagdagan mo na lang. Baka sakaling mas maguluhan pa sila kapag dinagdagan mo. Ayan, let's see kung sasagutan ba nila or mahuhulaan nila yan. So, merong 5 letters, 1 word siya, okay? At mukha siyang itlog na nabasag, na ito pala yung itlog na natira sa ating leche flan kanina. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 10 winners for this one. Okay. Sige, Roof, kaya mo yan. Kahit tumingin ka sa reference mo, Roof, parang hindi pa rin nalalapit. At least you tried, diba?
Oo. Yan yung
Hindi mo maintindihan kung building ba to na may mga bintana or what?
Pwedeng ulam yan. Kung hindi pa nakapag-dinner, mag-late.
Iba na pala yung nakikita, no? Ano ba itong mga dinodrawing na to? Baka yung mga nag-iitlog dyan na sagot, siguro, Sa bagay, kung itlog nga naman, ITLOG, itlog. Tama naman, itlog talaga. Gagaling talaga, yung mga nagsagot ng itlog,
Oo, English, ayan.
Merong nagsagot daw, brain. Flinash ko lang, pero di yan yung sagot, BRAIN. Galing talaga. And so, meron naman dito stocks daw. Ayan, di natin sure kung saan banda dyan yung stocks. But, we will see. Ayan, sobrang dami nang nakakuha, no, ng tamang sagot. Okay, so, ito pipili tayo ng sa may crispy pata daw. Gutom na talaga, iba na yung mga nakikita So, ito pipili kami ng mga winners, no, na nakikita namin na nag-comment. So, the correct answer is Canva. So, yung mga sumagot ng Canva, congratulations. So, sobrang dami naming nakikitang nagsagot ng Canva. Pipili na lang, bali, magra-random picking na lang kami ha, kasi medyo mahirap ng check, but random pick na lang kami nito, okay? So, we have Mami Joanna. Joanna Marie Neo Bautista. Okay.
Yes.
And then, marami ang naka-Facebook user lang. So, si Mami Jennifer Kanya. Okay.
Yes.
And then, si Mami Mitch. Ay, nanalo na to si Mami Mitch. Iba yata yung napanalunan nito. Iba. Sige, sama natin yan. And then, si Mami Angeli, tawa ng tawa eh.
Oo nga
Okay.
eh. Sabi niya kanina pa
manood.
todo
Kung
na
first
to
time nyo
daw.
manood ng free webinar ngayon or ng session natin, make sure na makapanood kayo ng free webinar on how to start working from home. Kasi itong mga ginagawa natin is more on engagement lang naman, konting fun, di ba? Kasi syempre busy tayong lahat. So, ano ba naman yung magsaya tayo ng konti? No? Next time, gusto niyo ba ng poging guest na artista? No,
Oo
gusto niyo
naman.
ba yan? Mga nakakabuhay ng dugo yan. Nanggigigil ako dyan sa mga guest na paganyan eh. So, actually, wala pa tayong nag-guest, no, na daddy. Wow, daddy. Yung asawa ko yun, i-guest natin siya, pero hindi siya for everyone. So, maghahanap tayo ng guest na celebrity male artist, no, na pwede nating pagsalu-saluhan. Wow! Pinagsalu-saluhan yung guest, di ba? Okay, sige. So, meron na tayong 3. So, abangan nyo yan. So, may mga times tayo na, malay nyo naman sa February, di ba? Siyempre, araw ng mga, puso. Kailangan ang puso natin talagang from time to time, may kilig yan na maramdaman. No? Pero siyempre, kiligin muna tayo sa mga asawa natin. Okay, next na yung ibang kilig. So, we have Mami Joanna, Jennifer, Mitch. Sino pa yung iba nating winners?
Ayan. Congratulations.
Si Mami Kate Drilon. So, sige, let's see. Next natin na ipapa-comment. Siguro isa na lang for this one sa Canva. Tapos yung 5 na comments natin, no, nabibigyan natin ng 3 skill success courses. Sino naman yung gusto nyong i-guest natin na celebrity male artist? Pipili kami ng 5, no, sa mga mapupusuan din namin ni Mami Ruth, pero ito rin naman, napag-usapan na natin sa group before, binabrought up ko lang ulit kasi syempre, mag-aaraw ng puso na. So, Mami Kate Drilon, sino pa yung iba? Si Mami Yana Acosta Esteban. O, ayan, sige na, comment na kayo dyan ng mga gusto nyong artist na celebrity, male daddies, okay, na gusto nyong makasama at mapagsalu-saluhan natin sa araw ng mga puso. Okay.
Merong nag-comment, sabi, haha, K-drama actor din po sana.
Hindi po pwede. Si Ian Veneracion, I tried na mag-guest siya, pero atakihin ako sa heart. Tawag dito, ang kanyang fee ay pagka mahal-mahal, kailangan nating mag-ambaga ng tagpipiso. So, medyo matagal pa bago natin siya ma-afford. Maybe, pagpalain tayo at meron tayong maging ka-close na kaibigan niya at i-touch yung heart niya na mag-guest atin. Yan, that's the only time na tayo ay hindi yung asawa ko. Mag-guest na talaga yun sa Sunday, okay? Sa chikahan hour ng Fhmoms Radio. So, hindi, no. Wag yan. So, check pa natin dito kung sino pa ang pwede.
Ayan. Meron si Mom Shi.
Si Brother Bo. Pwede.
Oo, pwede. Pero baka mahirap yung schedule din. Pero we're hoping. Let's pray. Let's pray for that.
Ang pagsasalu-saluhan natin kay Brother Bo ay yung mga words of wisdom naman niya.
Exactly.
Okay, so medyo kinabahan ako sa comment ni Mami Cathy. But thank you so much, Mami Cathy.
Yes.
Isama ka namin. Okay, so aside from Mami Cathy, ayan, let's see kung sino pa yung pwede nating bigyan ng skill success courses. Marvin Agustin at entrepreneur din yan. I like that, Mami Renali. Okay? I like that. O, sige. Si Mami Renali Hertz, bigyan natin ng online courses yan. Ito. Syempre, hindi mawawala si Piolo. So, ano muna tayo, i-list down muna natin yung mga dream daddies natin. Wow. Sige. Wish lang natin yan. Syempre, ganyan tayo kumbaga ng law at law of attraction. Kailangan, kung gusto natin silang makasama dito sa FH Moms, kailangan sabay-sabay tayong mag-comment. Okay?
Totoo.
So,
Tsaka
Marvin
sobrang bango
Agustin,
niyan.
Piolo Pascual. Talaga ba? Naamoy mo na?
No,
Diba?
nakita ko siya one time.
Si Piolo Pascual madalas kasi nagiging model sa mga, 'di ba, yung mga brands, pero inisip ko, meron din ba siyang businesses? Alam mo ba? Bilang naamoy mo naman na si Piolo Pascual. Parang wala, no?
Ano siya,
Meron
more
din
on
ba?
investments.
Talaga? Investment.
Insurance, VUL, kasi di ba endorser siya. So, parang more
More on sa gano'n naman yung peg niya. I see. Let's see kung ano pa, kung meron pa ditong pwede nating piliin.
Ay, nice. Ito maganda to.
Ay, wait lang. Ito gusto.
sige.
Yan. Sige, yan na. So, yan, na-follow ko rin yan si Nico. Syempre, sobrang funny nung idea nung bullied husband, #bullied husband niya. Kasi sobrang relate na relate talaga ako kung paano ko i-bully rin yung asawa ko. So, madalas kong pinagtitripan din talaga yung asawa ko. Kaso, syempre, baka sumusobra na rin ako kasi wala naman ako ibang maasar bukod sa kanya. So, sabi ko, medyo laylo lang ako ng konti. Minsan kasi nagpa-power nag ako. So, parang, hindi naman ako nagger talaga, pero napagtitripan ko lang magnag ng magnag, gawa ng, wala nga akong masyadong magawa. So, yun. Mami Mishi, thank you for your suggestion, pero baka mag-nosebleed tayo dito kay Nico.
Oo. True.
Yan. So, sino pa ba ang pwede na? Ito.
Ayan. Baka may gusto ka, ma'am. Ayan.
Ito, si Richard Yap. Ay, wait lang. Si Richard Yap, sino to? Si Sir Chief?
Oo. Ay, naku, oo.
Ay, gusto ko yan. Gusto ko yung mga ganyang daddies talaga na daddy yung peg.
Daddy.
Feeling ko maaalagaan tayo ng bongga niyan. Yung mga ganyang feels. Thank you, Mami Ava.
Si Sir Richard Yap, yan, ma'am? Magaling yan sa mga taekwondo.
Talaga ba?
Oo, sa tsako. Magaling siya. Di ba, madedefend ka pa niya?
Kayang-kaya tayong ipaglaban
ni
Richard Yap. Okay. Next naman, let's see. Si Richard Poon. Kasi may segment sila ni wife niya, no? Anong pangalan ng wife niya? Nakalimutan ko.
Si Maricar.
Ayan, si Maricar. Meron silang segment na pang, husband and wife. So, yes, I think pwede rin yan si Richard Boone. So, isama na natin si Mami Elisa, Francisco. Kasi talagang itong mga suggestions niya, talagang kinoconsider namin tong mga ganitong So, daming nag-aano. Sige, next naman. Ito, ilalagay na rin natin to. Syempre, si Chinkitan, na nakasama natin sa isang event din, virtual event, na mapapanood nyo rin sa chinkshop.com ata yung link. I'll share it sa comment soon. Pwede nyong i-avail yung pre-recorded or yung recording na nung event na ginawa namin. Okay? So, panoorin nyo yun, no? Or mag-avail kayo nun sa kanyang website. Pero, I'll be happy rin naman to guest din Chinkitan sa FH Mom soon, no? Kapag hindi rin siya ganun ka-busy. So, thank you, Mami KD, for that. Sige, dagdagan natin. Gusto ko itong mga ganitong chikahan. Okay, sino pa ba? Drew! Hey! Ito. Gusto ko yung mga ganitong daddy na talaga namang alam mo na kung saan ka dadalahing literal, di ba? At sana ma-invite din natin ang kanyang misis din, no?
Yes, tama.
Tagal na natin ginagol yan na ma-invite siya. Ay! Gusto ko to. Ayan. Gusto ko yan. Gusto ko yung mga ganyan. Okay? Sama natin yan. Dami sigurong may crush din talaga. Ito lang mga taga-Pasig. Okay? Ay, ito. Kaso napili na pero gusto ko lang sabihin. Na childhood crush ko si Jericho Rosales sa Pangako Sa'yo. No, naalala ko dati talagang sobrang crush na crush ko siya. Kahit bata pa lang ako no, nagte-10-20 pa ako. No, at nagpapanjentan kami. May mga pageant, mga beauty beauty pageant ko, no?
Oo.
Tapos, ang kakantahin ko niyan, yung Pangako Sa'yo.
Ay.
Yan yung
It's
talent
very
natin.
inspired by, by Sir Jericho. Entrepreneur din siya, ma'am.
Entrepreneur din, no? Ang dami niyang mga ganap talaga. Sino pa ba yung mga pwede nating i-invite?
Ito, gusto ko to. Ito.
Really? Ay, sige. Baka bigyan tayo ng 5K niyan. Ako, gusto ko yan. Hindi ko lang alam kung paano, but we will try our best since daddy ng lahat ito si Willie Revillame. Take note namin yan.
Generous.
At siya ay lolo na rin ngayon. Okay, lolong-lolo na. Ayan, ang ating Mr. Willie Revillame. Ay, grabe. Ang gaganda ng mga suggestions niyo, mga momshies. At iti-take note namin yan lahat. Okay? Para this year, aside from mga mommy celebrities, kasi we have Mami Neri na madalas rin nating makakasama soon sa mga webinars na gagawin dito about entrepreneurship. We have Mami Bianca who has been supporting our Wi-Fi para kay Nanay project. No, ay! Speaking of, Tito Miranda. So, nung nakaraan na pasingit si Chito sa isang live. Ikaw ba nag-interview kay Chito? Nung naglabas siya? Wala ako nun eh. Ako yung nag-exit na dahil may isa pa akong ganap. Pero ayan, happy-happy yan. So, for sure. At meron na rin ako nakitang segment rin ni Chito na mag-isa lang siya and talking about random na mga bagay-bagay. Diba?
Oo. Sa YouTube channel niya, very active siya. Di ba, mga vlogs.
True. At saka, maganda rin na maganda rin na maimbitahan din natin yung mga daddies na to. Not because crush natin sila, but also we wanted to get some ideas sa kanila sa side din ng lalaki and how supportive they are pagdating sa mga misis nila. Kasi syempre may mga nanonood tayo dito ng mga momshies na kasama nila manood yung mga husband nila. So maybe maging maganda rin tong session, no? Sa susunod na mag-guest tayo. Hindi lang for entertainment. Syempre, kailangan kahit papano, masingitan natin yan ng inspiration, ika nga. Okay? So, ayan mga momshies. Todo-todo na talaga ang puyatan natin dito. At again, huwag niyong kakalimutan na umattend ng ating mga free webinars. Lalong-lalo na yung free webinar on how to start working from home sa Lunes. No, so yan yung pinakaunang webinar for the month of February. Tomorrow, merong part 2 nitong contributors with contributors of Pinay Lady Boss, no? And then Sunday, no, meron tayong Fhmoms Radio na segment na home-based story at saka chikahan hour ng alas 7 muna. Okay, 7 muna. Sa mga susunod na buwan, abangan natin kung ano yung magiging final schedule natin. Kasi every month man tayo maglalabas. Okay? So, thank you so much. And again, congratulations sa lahat ng winners. I-announce po namin yan sa group, no? Kung paano nyo makiklaim ang inyong mga prizes. Okay? So, wag mag-alala na hindi makakatanggap. Okay? Congratulations, everyone. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Mami Ruth.
Thank you, Mami MK. Bye!
Bye!